5-2-1-2 for CBS. Just a rash of awful injuries. And I can go over the whole list. Best defensive player in the game, best wide receiver. But now you've got three guys who in their own way sort of check off best quarterback, best potential quarterback, Andrew Luck, best rookie quarterback, Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck, Deshaun Watson out for the season. 855-212-4CBS. Let's go to Steve in Michigan. Hey, Steve, what's up, man? You're on CBS Sports Radio.
Undefeated.
The fast food industry. These guys have been raised on fast food. Their breakfast, lunch, and dinner probably existed since they were growing up, since they're about 3 years old. They've been eating fast food, so I don't think their bodies are physically ready to handle all this stuff. That's what I think.
I've talked to college coaches about.
You know he's joined the Marines, right?
Professional level. By the time these guys get they have nutritionists. They are told what to eat. They are fed. They could. That's a little stretch, but they would almost be able to make me look athletic. Like that's how well oiled. Don't laugh, James Ward. How dare you? No, it's not true. They couldn't do that. But so I don't think that's the issue. And I think, and I know it's not the same thing in terms of sort of being morally problematic, but what was the real reason that PED use became rampant in baseball? You are incentivized to succeed. You are incentivized to hit home runs. You can make a lot of money. You can get more than a cup of coffee in the majors. What are you incentivized to do in the NFL? Be bigger, be faster, be stronger, be better. And so you have guys, athletes, who are the biggest and strongest and most toned and most conditioned we've seen maybe in the history of humanity. Like in the history of our species, it's entirely possible that NFL players are the most agile, strong, conditioned, refined, because that's what the marketplace has dictated. And maybe Travis Schlenk and other people that I've talked to, Schlenk, shameless plug here on the Flagrant 2 podcast with Bill Ryder and Reed Forgrave, the GM of the Hawks was onto something, that in modern sports, guys are getting so big, sometimes they can't handle the torque or the speed or the contact, and their bodies just don't work anymore. Whatever the reason, it's such a bummer for the sport. And speaking of, it's a bummer. It's to quote the Big Lebowski, it's a bummer, man. And it's not just the NFL. It is a bummer for all of us. The World Series is over. It is heartbreaking for the Dodgers. It is jubilation for the Astros. We're going to talk some World Series. If you want to talk about that, 855-212-4CBS. A little bit of an Icarus moment for a very, very capable front office. They wanted Jarvis in Game 7. They pitched him in Game 3, so he'd be available in Game 7.
It's time now for Callaway Cavaliers football on WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Callaway Cavaliers football is brought to you in part by Holmes Pharmacy, Wellstar West Georgia Medical, Remax agent Rob Upchurch, Remax agent Joel Upchurch, Emory Southern Orthopedics, and Jim Thornton for mayor. Now live to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Shane Andrews, joined tonight with Andrew Caraway, and we're also going to have a sideline reporter tonight. Nate Shaw is going to be joining us. We certainly appreciate Nate coming in, and I think we're going to continue to do this throughout the playoffs. So that'll be a new element to the broadcast. We'll have a sideline reporter during the game. That should be interesting, Andrew.
Yeah, it'll be a nice addition to the broadcast. Bring us the conditions from the field, what's going on down there, give us a little up-close information of what's going on down there on the sidelines. So.
No doubt about that. Tonight we have your Callaway Cavaliers taking on the Jordan Red Jackets. from down in Columbus. Should be an exciting night for the Cavaliers as they finish up this regular season. Ultimately, they want to be 9-1. They come in here 8-1, and they can lock down the number 2 seed with a win tonight, Andrew.
Yeah, lock down that number 2 seed. Get on ready to host a playoff game next week, most likely against Douglas out of Atlanta. So glad to see the Cavaliers will be at home again for the opening round of the playoffs next week.
Absolutely. All right, we've got about 28 minutes. We got a lot of stuff to cover before we kick off tonight. So we appreciate you guys listening. This is Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election Day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, guys, back here live at Callaway Stadium, getting you set for tonight's matchup between the Callaway Cavaliers and the Jordan Red Jackets. And it's senior night tonight, Andrew. I know that's a special thing for the whole Callaway family and all the friends and relatives that are out here tonight. And you got a chance to participate in this. And
Yep.
You know that I see we got a lot of football players down there, cheerleaders, all that stuff. So you know that definitely means a lot to these kids.
Yeah, see, I remember senior night like it was yesterday. It was 10 years ago tonight, actually, Shane. I was walking in this field. I believe we were playing Marion County out of South Georgia, and I caught a touchdown. I had a pretty good time against Marion County. Senior night for football, I caught a touchdown pass. In baseball, I went 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. So that was and that was my first game back from I broke my clavicle earlier in the season, and that was my first game of the season that year, that 2007 season, and I actually had a pretty good debut there. So senior night's a special night for me personally, and I know these guys out here are ready to put on a show for their last regular season game at Callaway Stadium.
Right, and we've got looks like about 15, maybe 16 seniors this year. And you know that kind of puts in perspective what Hanley lost last year.
Yeah,
26 seniors. That's amazing.
Yeah, they lost a lot of firepower off last year's state championship team, and you know, these seniors right here, you know, they all deserve our, you know, appreciation and respect for everything they've meant to this program. I'll give a quick shout out to these guys. You know, we'll start at the top. You know, DJ Atkins, DQ Wilkerson, Kobe Jackson, Courtney Williams, Kedrick Ramsey, Travis Traylor, LaShawn Terrell, Jamie Sellers, Wes Brooks, Everett Duffy, Marcavius Colton, Jonathan Leonard, Gabriel Moultrie, Noah Stevens, and I think that is all the senior. Oh, no, one more. Lawrence Thompson and Jalen Moss and John Curtis at the line, O-line right there. So nice senior class right there, and we sure do appreciate everything they've done for the Callaway program over their 4 years here.
And I see Lawrence down there dressed out. I'm hoping he's good and ready to go.
Yes.
He went down early last week, Andrew, when we were down in Columbus playing Spencer. He went down early in the first quarter when he was punting. Knee injury, immediately put ice on it, set out the rest of the game. And, Adrian Porter came in, did a good job, but there was definitely some issues with the center quarterback exchange for the remainder of that game. And tell you what, Lawrence is a very important piece of that offense.
Yeah, that line's played so well this year, and he's like you said, and this might be the perfect game to maybe get him a little rest too, because they're playing a team you expect to come out with a victory today. They're playing a team like Jordan on senior night tonight. Kind of expect them to come out and take care of business tonight, and we'll go ahead and Nate Shaw with us, coach at Lafayette Christian School. As a coach, over there, when you're playing against a team that you should beat and that you have more talent than, how hard is it to get ready as a coach, get your team ready to play a game like this?
Yeah, that's the ultimate task for Coach Wiggins, and he runs into that quite a bit. Like I always throw it back to, Alabama and Georgia. They've always got that bullseye on their back, and they're going to get everybody's best shot.
Right.
So you might see a team's record, and you might think, well, all right, well, this is, this ain't going to be that tough. But you're going to get every team's best game.
Right.
Because the preparation leading up to the game is going to be better. The other kids are going to be more focused.
Right.
So we'll definitely figure that out here in a little while.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And I wasn't able to be there last week, so obviously maybe had a slower first half against Spencer and then closed out strong, which is nice to see. But Nate, like we were talking about, man, over there at Lafayette Christian School, what kind of things would you do as a coach trying to get your team ready to play a team that you knew you're better than and that you feel like you should have no problem beating? How hard is it to get prepared for a game like that?
It depends on how loud you can yell at them. That's my tactic. We actually were in that situation last week with our last game of our regular season. We knew both teams are not making the playoffs. We had been an improving team throughout the season. And what I like to do, I actually withhold a lot of film from our players. We install game plan based on what we want to do, and we'll show selective plays as to why we're doing it in terms of the game plan, so it makes sense to our players. Right. And then we basically in situations like that, we'll show them the entire game film, and we'll say, you are a better team than this team. This is why you're a better team. Now take the game plan that we have, be analytical with this, understand what our schemes are and what we have to do and why you think they can work, and look at why they will work. And it's a confidence builder. And sometimes players just need to hear you say, it's your time to go out there and play. And you're a better team. Go out and prove that you're a better team. Because if you don't, it's going to be a long off season. In our case, this week, or after last week. So that's my tack with that. And coaches do all kinds of different things. Some will always put you in the underdog situation. I'll play that card too, but I found most effective over the course of my career. I just finished my 24th season. That's really the best. Go out and tell them just straight up. You cannot blow smoke up a lot of kids' pant legs and have them believe you all the time. And they get a sense of whether you're being truthful with them anyway. So go ahead and be truthful and say that you're the better team. Go out and prove that you're the better team. And that's just what I like to do. And you know what? Players oftentimes respond to that in a positive way.
Right. And that's a good point that you brought up too. Sometimes you just got to tell them, hey guys, let's go out here and execute, take care of business, and there's no reason why this game should even be close. I remember one thing, when I played at Callaway, if you played a team that you knew you were better than, Coach Wiggins did the same thing. Kind of, he'd show us only what they did good. They wouldn't show the bad plays of their team. He'd only show what they do well. So to make you focus on, hey, this team in this situation can do this, or hey, don't sleep on these guys because if they execute on X, Y, and Z, you could find yourself in a dogfight too. And Shane, we kind of saw what happened this year too when you let a team that you're clearly better than hang around for 4 quarters too when we played Harris County.
Right. I think that Coach Wiggins just has a certain expectation and a certain standard that the kids are supposed to prepare to each week, regardless of who they're playing.
Right.
They know what they're supposed to go out and do as far as preparation, and that's the ultimate goal Coach Wiggins is after, I think. So either way, we've got about 18 minutes, and we'll find out how Callaway is going to end their regular season as they will get ready to start the playoffs next week. Let's take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, guys, back here at Callaway Stadium, getting set for the matchup tonight. Callaway Cavaliers, Jordan Red Jackets, final game of the regular season for Callaway. Like we mentioned, they come in 8-1. Jordan comes in 2-7. Andrew 1-3 in the region. A little bit about Jordan.
Well, last week they defeated Temple in a barn burner, 43-41. So that was a big shootout. Temple team Callaway pretty much put away real early last couple weeks ago. Jordan comes in. They're coached by Justin Newman. He was the head coach last year. They come in averaging 183 yards on the ground, 117 in the air. And it comes out to about 300 yards of total offense per game. A lot of us, we know a lot about the Jordan program. Callaway has played them 5 times in the series. We've won all 5, and the average score in that game is Callaway 48 and Jordan 8. So kind of a one-sided series right here, and I would expect nothing less tonight. Callaway clearly being the better team, a couple of things I pulled up from doing some research this week. Jordan since 2010 is 13-75. Callaway is 85-21 since 2010. So that tells you just a stark contrast between these two programs. Callaway winning program, real prideful, making a lot of winning championships, going deep in the playoffs, and Jordan is just. And it's been a struggle for them. So I'm sure last week's victory over Temple was a big deal, to get that 43-41 win.
No doubt about that. All right, looks like we're getting set now for the national anthem. So we'll take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. Bees Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. Bees Meat Market of LaGrange.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
Some combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, guys, back here at Callaway Stadium, 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go, Andrew, until we kick off this final regular season game. And, we talk all summer, man, getting ready for it, and then it gets here, and here we are, a week away from the playoffs.
I know, it feels like this yesterday. Me and Jack Mormon were calling that spring game against Troop, and then before we know it, the regular season's here against Northside at the scrimmage game, and then here we are, senior night, right before the playoffs. So feels like just yesterday. It was last season we were starting to go into that playoff run. So, man, it's just crazy how time flies.
No doubt about that. And like we mentioned, Callaway comes in here 8-1. Obviously, Andrew, that one loss was the 5-turnover game over there at Heard County.
Heartbreaker.
It was tough loss, but, I think me and you both agreed after that it would benefit Callaway in the long run. And obviously they've been playing lights-out football the last 2 weeks. And this is really when we need to get that complete game right here tonight, get into that second half, get some of your starters out, get them rested up, and, get ready for the playoffs next week.
Yeah, get Demetrius Coleman into the game as fast as possible because that means we're doing something right in the first half. So a couple of things, we're going to focus on Callaway this segment. Cavaliers come in averaging 1 point more per game than they were this time last year. Last year the Cavaliers were averaging 36 points per game on offense and conceding only 12 points per contest. This year, offense comes in averaging 37 points a game, but giving up 14 points per game. So pretty similar numbers for these two teams, and the common denominator between this is virtually the entire defense coming back from last year's team and having a whole bunch of playmakers on offense this year with the running game. And speaking of the running game, Shane, check out these stats right here. DJ Atkins on 106 carries has 788 yards, 6 touchdowns. Cartavius Bigsby on 76 attempts has 707 yards and 10 touchdowns. And Quay Hines on 38 carries, 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's impressive. That's impressive.
Obviously, we know that the pieces are there for this team.
Right.
And like we mentioned, I feel like last year's team played at a higher level, more consistently.
Yes.
This team has reached that and played at that high level in spurts this year. But you know as well as I do, if we're going to get back to where we were last year in the playoffs, you're going to have to play at that high level, more consistency.
Yeah, and that's one thing, this year we've seen is the maturation of Kedrick Ramsey at the quarterback position. We all knew coming into this year that we were going to miss a guy like Dylan Johnson, who's been a reliable option at quarterback for 4 years for you. And, we had question mark about the wide receiver position, losing a guy like Braylon Sanders. But I tell you what, they've done a good job this year with Kedrick and with the wide receiver by committee. You have Courtney Williams, DQ Wilkerson, Jacob Freeman making plays, down the field, and it kind of gives other teams, more options to defend downfield. But now this year, one of the things we talked about last year was, DJ Atkins runs for 2,000 yards last season. This year we have 2,000 yards collectively between three backs. So you're not putting the whole fate of your offense on one player. So that's a huge help to this offense being able to score so many points this year. Is you've got a three-headed monster at tailback.
And we saw a couple of times last year towards the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, DJ, he was spent.
Yeah.
He had enough.
And he had a lot of nicks and bruises going into that playoff run too, and that's what happens when you are a workhorse back. And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but man, that guy runs with a lot of heart. Nate, I don't know if you've watched a lot of tape on DJ Cartavius and Quay Hines, but we like to call DJ Lightning, Cartavius Thunder, and Quay Hines is kind of a mixture of the two. Kind of nice to have the three-headed monster like that in the backfield.
Clay's a hammer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it always is great to have those types of options as a coach. I'm telling you what, I watch so much film that I dream in film. I think sometimes I don't get a chance to. This is one of the few times in the year and the few times since I've actually lived in LaGrange that I get to be at a Callaway game or a Troop game or a LaGrange game, and it's nice to not be part of all the decision making and just enjoy the great game that high school football is. And I'm really excited to see these guys. I do hear the talk around town. I listened to you guys when I do get a chance when I'm coming home from practice on a Thursday. We have a Friday night game and you guys are on, or vice versa. I get the other crew. I get Jack and Greg screaming over their microphones and things like that. But no, from football wise, to have three different style of backs from a coaching perspective, I'm talking in reference to the Jordan coaching staff. It's got to be a nightmare to see that diversity that you're going to face, because you have such a limited time to scheme, install game plan, and have 15, 16, 17-year-old kids try to figure out this very complicated scheme that you're trying to run and be able to execute it well against great talent.
That's right, too. I mean, that's one thing that Callaway's done a good job of over the past couple seasons is, we were primarily a veer offense for a long time, and then we've kind of incorporated, pro style running from the I formation, single back sets, and a lot of stuff from the shotgun too. So, and then also this year you kind of incorporated that wild cav, with Jacob Freeman at quarterback, and you run a lot of, zip motion with that and a lot of zone read out of that too. So a lot of different ways Callaway can hit you offensively, Shane.
Right, like we said earlier, the pieces are there. It's just a matter of these guys coming out, competing for 4 quarters, playing at that high level for 4 quarters of football. The defense will feed off the offense, vice versa, offense will feed off the defense.
Right.
So we've got about 5.5 minutes. Let's take another full break. When we come back, we will wrap up the pregame show and get ready for kickoff. This is Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
State Farm, this is Gwen.
Salutations, Gwen. I have car insurance, but I want to protect the rest of the stuff in my apartment. Some of my action figures were ruined recently.
We can add a renter's policy. For the cost of one action figure, we can protect your entire army of action figures against fire, theft, burst pipes.
Great! You have no idea how hard it is untangling wet alien hair.
Add renter's insurance to your auto policy and get to a better state. State Farm.
For a money-saving way to protect your possessions, call Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a farmer's agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Come see me, John Fuller, at the Fuller Agency, conveniently located on the square in LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All righty, we're about 3 minutes away before we start this game tonight. And Andrew, the captains are out on the field, and I'll let you call them out.
Let's see, we got captains tonight: Jonathan Leonard, DQ Wilkerson, Kobe Jackson, and LaShawn Terrell will meet at midfield. And you also have senior, let's see, we got to get the roster out for this one. We got Gabriel Moultrie, we have Travis Traylor, we have Courtney Williams, Kedrick Ramsey, number 29 Eric Hines, number 57 John Curtis, number 55 Jalen Moss, number 12 Wes Brooks, number 9 Jamie Sellers, let's see, number 19 Marcavius Colton, and like I said, number 26 Gabriel Moultrie is also out there as captain. So senior night game, meeting at midfield, and let's see what happens here on the toss.
All right, Nate, looks like all the coaches have come out on the sideline.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember,
doing a little fist bumping, getting ready for this one. Players lining up behind that banner over there that the cheerleaders will hold up. They'll bust through that here in the next couple seconds, and we will get this one started. What's the field like down there? Is there any kind of moisture on the field at all? Is it dry?
The field seems pretty dry. I haven't actually touched it with my hands, but, you know, a field turf like this, and this is actually my first time on the new turf, it's a little bit more dense, a little bit firmer underneath the foot than the old turf here at Callaway Stadium was. But even though, you know, it's mostly plastic, it feels like there's really good traction. But, you know, when these bodies start tilting on the sides of their cleats there, I think we'll see really what the traction's like. But no conditions that I can see right now that would really inhibit any of the teams from having success. You certainly can't blame the field. I guess that's what I'm trying to say in more brief statement.
Yeah, I remember getting tackled in that field a few times, and I tell you what, it hurts a little bit sometimes, especially if you get tackled up high. And so, you know, obviously the turf's fun to play on. You get play a lot faster on it, but man, it hurts to get tackled sometimes on it. So
I'm still a grass guy, guys.
All righty, looks like Jordan has deferred to the second half. Callaway's going to receive the ball, and here comes the Cavaliers. Andrew, good combination tonight. The black pants with the white stripe with the black Callaway logo down the side, the red jerseys with the white numbers, and then the black helmets with the red Callaway C. I think this is your favorite, right?
This is my second one. The all black. You can't beat the all black look, but this is the combination we wore when I played. The black hats, black pants, and the white and the red jerseys. Excuse me, and you know, just a good classic Callaway look right here. And Jordan coming out in one of your favorite color combinations, Shane, the crimson helmets with the white on white with the crimson number.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. They do have the crimson stripes going down the side. So we're getting set to start this thing. You've got DJ Atkins back deep with Cartavius Bigsby. And this is a new surprise here. Looks like Jacob Freeman is back deep instead of Quay Hines.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of speed back there. I mean, Quay Hines won't be back there, but you got Jacob Freeman. Wow.
All right, well, here's the kick, and it is to Jacob Freeman, and he picks it up at the 22.
Oh, my goodness.
Comes across the field, coming towards us now, trying to get outside, and he is going to be tackled finally back at looks like the 13-yard line where the Cavalier offense will come out and take over.
Yeah, he fielded it real close to the sideline over there. I don't know if it had the ball, it was on trajectory, maybe bounce out of bounds. Maybe want to let that one go, but nonetheless, solid return by Jacob Freeman.
All right, here comes the Cavalier offense. Something to keep an eye on tonight, Andrew. Adrian Porter, who the last couple of weeks has been lining up at fullback wearing number 19, but with the injury to Lawrence, it looks like Adrian's going to go under center tonight wearing number 59. So here's a snap. There's a toss to DJ. A lot of room out there, and he makes the guy miss at the 30 up to the 42-yard line for a Callaway Cavalier first down.
Yeah, and that's a good start to the game right there. Line up in a single back, and you toss it to that right side and follow that tackle, follow that guard, and they built a huge hole on that right side, able to pick up about 20 yards on the play.
And, I mean, the hole's there right now.
Yeah.
Westbrook split out to the left. There's a snap. There's a give to DJ. He bounces it to the left, gets across the 40, trying to get to midfield, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 41 for a 1-yard gain.
And it looks like it's a little different formation. You got a single back set with that fullback kind of tucked right next to the quarterback, and it looks like they may have tried to go a little counter trap to the left side, and Jordan did a good job of stringing that play out and forcing DJ out of bounds for no gain on the play.
All right, 2nd down and 9 now for the Cavaliers. Let's see if the officials caught that. I guess not. We broke the 12. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Jacob Freeman from the shotgun takes a snap. Now he's going to run it left.
Oh, you got to let your
puts
blocking
his
develop.
Head down, gets it up to the 45, maybe the 46.
Yeah, going into that wild Cav set, and Jacob Freeman going off left end. And, man, if he would have just been a little bit more patient on that run, I think he might have had a lot bigger gain on the play.
All right, brings up a 3rd and short right here. Well, it's 3rd and about 5, maybe 6 right here. See what Coach Napier dials up.
Wouldn't be shocked if we keep it on the ground. We've been running the ball pretty well here as of late.
I'd like to roll
Kedrick out.
Roll him out, get him a nice short, high percentage throw. Here's Kedrick from the shotgun, takes a snap, rolls to his right.
Got a lot of protection.
For DQ. Actually, he's going to throw it on down the field, and he's got
him in.
That was Courtney Williams.
What a play.
With the catch down around the 11-yard line.
Yeah.
Courtney just outfought that corner for the ball.
Yeah, great job by the O-line and DJ and pass pro. Good job giving Kedrick room to throw that football, and Courtney Williams made a great catch over there too. So, and Nate, it's a good thing on a pass play you get a lot of time like that to throw the football from your offensive line.
Well, the offensive line has really been dominating the line of scrimmage, and they're doing a lot of great things with pulling and folding and pulling. Here we go with another play.
There's a give to Cartavius, and he's just dragging people on down inside the 5 to about
the ball came out, guys.
4-yard line.
Let's see if we got back on that football. It came out late, so he may have been on the ground.
And it is Callaway football.
Down. Yep.
2nd down. And looks like about 2 yards right here, Andrew.
Looks like Callaway's going to that NASCAR look that we saw a lot against Heard County, going to that no huddle.
Nate, I couldn't tell. Was that some coaches down there on the field with you that were walking by?
There's a lot of people down here, and I'm not sure who they are. Oh, fumble again.
Again, there's another.
I think we got it. Go down.
Quarterback center exchange right there. Cartavius picks it up, and he's tackled. And looks like they're going to mark him. Well, they're going to give somebody some forward progress because they're marking the ball back.
Yeah.
At the 7-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and about 3 right here, Andrew.
Yeah, third and a long 3, and you can still pick up the first down here. So you don't have to score a touchdown in this play, but I wouldn't be upset if they did.
These past couple of plays as a coach, I'll jump in here and just say that is so frustrating. This is one of the things when we talked about in pregame, to stay focused early and get plays done.
There's a snap. Kedrick rolls to his right, trying to direct traffic out there, and he had Wes Brooks in the corner of the end zone.
Oh,
and
man.
Looks like he throwed it just a little too high for Wes over there. That would have been great right there to get Wes a touchdown.
I think y'all would have seen Brandon Brooks jump out of this window right here, go down and chest bump his son right there too. And he was getting excited. I was getting excited for him. I would love to see Wes Brooks get a TD on senior night.
All right, looks like Cavs are going to go right here. 4th down. And looks like about 4 right here
Yeah,
from the 7-yard line, Andrew.
I wouldn't be shocked if we go long count here, try to get him off sides, but going from the shotgun here too, because this is well within Noah Stevens' range.
All right, 8 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And it looks like Jordan wants to get a timeout right here.
Timeout on the field,
so we'll take a timeout with them. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 1240 AM LaGrange and W245AW 96.9 FM LaGrange.
It seems like just yesterday, he was running around the backyard playing football with his little brother, dreaming about the big game. And now he's here. He's worked hard to make the team, and he's ready to take the field. And at Synovus, we're here to cheer him on. From meeting your personal and banking needs to pulling for the hometown football team on Friday night, we're proud to be a part of our community. We're Synovus, the bank of here. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, after the Jordan timeout, 8:18 to go here in the first quarter. Callaway on their opening possession here down around the Jordan 7-yard line, facing a 4th down. And a long 4 right here, Andrew. Looks like we're going to go. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Cartavius Bigsby in the backfield.
Stay on sides, Cavaliers.
And there's the snap. Kedrick looking, rolls to his right. Still looking. He's got
room to run.
And he's going to keep it.
Touchdown.
And gets in. Kedrick Ramsey from 7 yards out with the first Callaway Cavalier touchdown tonight.
Yeah, he dropped back to pass, nothing there, and had a big hole to run on that right side, able to tuck it down and make a nice, easy stroll to the end zone for 6.
All right, so with 8:08 to go in the first quarter, Callaway strikes first. And pending the extra point, it looks like Hunter Williamson in to kick the extra point tonight. There's a snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. So 7-0 your score early in this one. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
It looks like there was a offsides on the defense right there. So they're going to move it down to the 2-yard line. And Hunter is going to kick this one again. Kedrick Ramsey to hold. John Curtis in there to snap. And Hunter Williams for the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good.
There we go.
So for real, it is 7-0 this time as the Cavalier extra point team hustles off the field. Andrew, very good opening drive right there.
Yeah, very good opening drive, pretty consistent on the running game, and they executed pretty well too. That whole drive had a couple of snaps issues you might want to see cleaned up here going into the second possession on offense. But it's nice to see the passing game clicking too, Shane. Nice completion for Kedrick Ramsey downfield to Courtney Williams.
Right, both the balls, or all 3 of the balls that he's thrown tonight have been right there.
Absolutely.
Right there on the money, so that's definitely a good sign.
And anytime you can get Courtney Williams in the open field too, he's a threat to take it to the house.
And I did not get any information on Noah Stevens, but I don't see him. He's not kicking off or the extra points tonight.
Let's see.
So not sure about that. But the sky kick from Hunter is fair caught over at the 38-yard line, and we'll get a first look at the Cavalier defense tonight.
Let's see if they can build on the momentum they've had the last 2 weeks, playing very, very well.
Looks like DJ's going to be in at safety. You've got DQ at a corner. Cartavius plays. That's kind of like our
single high safety right there.
Yeah. All right, out of the shotgun. There's a snap and a quick throw to the tight end right across the middle of the field.
Had him.
DJ separates him from the ball. Pass falls incomplete.
Good job by DJ Atkins right there. And he doesn't come in a lot to play safety, but when he does, he's made some big plays for us this year. So it looks like Courtney Williams is on the sideline here. Coach Hayes ready to come back in the game. Probably taking a little breather after playing offense and special teams there.
All right, second down and 10 now for Jordan, led by the quarterback, number 9, Golden Strother. There's a snap, this time the dive.
Not a whole lot there.
Nothing there. You got James Sellers, LaShawn Terrell, just to name a few right there, cleaning it up in the middle.
Yeah, and that's one thing Callaway does really well on defense is they wrap up and flow to the football. And one thing I forgot to get to in the pregame, too, is congratulations to Jonathan Leonard, 100 tackles on the year in 9 games. 100 tackles. That right there is impressive at any level of football.
Yeah, and we knew, after that half part of the season last year that he was definitely going to be something special this year.
Absolutely.
And he's continued to improve, and they'll definitely be counting on him down the road. All right, here's third down and 10. There's a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right.
Good read.
Gets a pass off. Pass complete at the 40. He gets up around the 50, down inside the 40. Tackled at the 34. And corner went for the football right there.
Yep.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, he read the play correctly, but right there you'd like him to see him break down, just make the tackle right there because he was short of the first down, and instead he misses the interception, and it allows a simple out route to turn into about a 25-yard gain.
All right, so first down for Jordan. They hurry to the line. And that is Emmanuel Mann, in at quarterback. There's a snap, and he's going to keep it.
Nothing.
And he's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 24 for the Cavaliers, R.J. Williams.
Yeah, R.J.'s done a great job this season for the Cavaliers. And I tell you what, though, one of the things I've noticed this year is number 8 in the middle, LaShawn Terrell for us. When he's in that football game, teams have a hard time running up the middle on us. And he's really, I'd say him and Jonathan Leonard are really the heart and soul of that defense.
And be huge to have him at 100% going into next week.
Absolutely.
I know he's been fighting through some things the last couple of weeks.
Look how wide they're split on that wide receiver on that far left.
All right, there's a snap, give to the tailback right up the middle of the field.
Good run by Jordan.
Yeah, he's
still
running
up.
the ball hard.
You got to tackle better than that.
And he gets about 8 yards down. So it looks like about the 26-yard line. Going to bring up third down and about 2, Andrew.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. It was a simple dive play, and we had him wrapped up after he probably gained about 2 yards on the play. And running back for Jordan did a great job of still turning his feet and picking up another 6 yards after contact.
All right,
False
there's
start.
A snap. There's a give to the tailback. Let's see where they spot him.
I don't think he was sure. You're down there, Nate. Do you think he got it?
It depends on which side judge that you get. The side judge on the far side, a Jordan sideline, is well short. And I think that's the better of the two spots, just over the 25-yard line. And been a good little drive for Jordan here on a nice catch and run for them in their initial drive.
Yeah, it brings up a big fourth and inches right here for Jordan. And we'll see if Callaway can make a play in the backfield.
All right, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Again from the shotgun, there's a snap. They fake the give,
Nothing.
And they've got the quarterback wrapped up in the
There we
backfield,
go.
Nathan Sapp.
Great job, Nathan. So, and that's right there in the middle of that defense, too, is like we said, is a strength right there. And LaShawn Terrell did a good job of blowing up the middle of that play, and Nathan Sapp did a good job of just corralling that quarterback for a big loss on the play for Jordan. So, sets up Cavaliers first and goal from their own 31-yard line. I mean, 1st and 10, 1st and goal.
Hey guys, that was great assignment football there, and good job by the Callaway defense. They adjusted their front, and they execute against read option on a short yardage play very, very well.
All right, so here's the Cavalier offense back on the field. Jacob Freeman at quarterback, takes a direct snap, trying to get outside, gets across the 35 up to about the 37. So about a 5-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, not a bad play right there. And I tell you what, I'll give Jordan some credit too. You know, they've done a pretty good job on those outside runs of kind of stringing those out for minimal gains for Callaway. And those are a lot of times plays that we've seen Callaway get to the edge and get a lot more yards.
All right, 2 receivers to the right. Kedrick in, tosses the ball to DJ off the right side. DJ out across the 40.
Good run, DJ.
Falls forward to about the 45, enough for a first down, Andrew.
Yeah, about a 10-yard gain. Once again, going to that toss to the right side. You got that fullback tucked in right by that quarterback, and he's able to seal the edge and allow DJ to get a nice 10, 11-yard gain on the play and a first down for the Cavaliers.
All right, here's the first down. Westbrook split out to the left. Jacob Freeman to the right. There's a snap, and there's a give to DJ again.
Huge
out across
hole.
Midfield, across the 40, down to the 35, 30, and knocked out of bounds at about the 27, Andrew.
Yeah, huge run on the play right there, and we did a good job on the counter to that left side. Did a good job on the pulling guard and a good job by the fullback clearing that hole, and DJ picks up about 25, 30 yards on the play, and that was a little close to being a late hit out of bounds too there, Shane. It gets a little dangerous right there near the sideline.
Boy, all DJ needs is just that little bit of space.
Absolutely.
Man, when he gets going, he's hard to stop.
Looks like we got Travis Traylor in at the fullback position now.
All right, there's a snap. There's a give to
what
DJ.
What a block by
right
Travis.
In the middle of the field, out across the 10, the 5, into the end zone for another Cavalier touchdown. DJ Atkins from 26 yards out, Andrew.
Yeah, great job. And right when I called his name, Travis Traylor had a great block on the middle linebacker for Jordan, and able to spring DJ Atkins loose for that touchdown run, and he went virtually untouched, 26 yards for the Callaway touchdown.
All right, Hunter Williamson in for the extra point. John Curtis to snap. Kedrick Ramsey to hold. Cavaliers up 13-0. Waiting the extra point. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it is good. So Cavaliers on top, 14-0. Scoring on the first 2 possessions. 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, there's the kick by Noah, taken down around the 16-yard line, and then he was immediately tackled by Telly Fannin.
Telly's had a great season for the Cavaliers.
So it looks like the Jordan offense is going to come out around the 25-yard line with 3:30 to go here in the first quarter, trailing the Cavaliers 14-0, Andrew.
And Callaway's done a great job in this opening quarter of really coming out and taking control of this football game, getting a stop on, scoring opening series, get a stop on defense, on stopping them on 4th and short, and then turning right around and marching the ball right down the field, scoring another touchdown. So running game is clicking on all cylinders right now for the Cavaliers.
All right, here comes the Cavalier defense now. Again, you've got Courtney Williams in at safety now. DQ out here at the corner. There's a snap. Give to the tailback.
Not a hole.
Nowhere to go. Fights forward, gets maybe 3 on the play.
I tell you what, I give that tailback for Jordan a lot of credit. He does a good job of keeping his legs going when he gets the ball, and a lot of times he gets wrapped up for little or no gain, and he's still able to turn 2 or 3 yards out of it.
All right, Nate, I noticed that the Jordan offensive line, they've got some big guys out there. Can you see a push either way on the snap down there?
There's a lot of lateral movement, but I think that's part of their scheme. There's just not – Callaway defense is really shutting down a lot of the gaps. And I think plays like this to the outside here are going to be their bread and butter all night.
I just literally thought that dude was about to die. After I saw Cartavius Bigsby coming on a full head of steam on that swing pass to the Jordan running back, and I literally thought that we were going to be saying good night to that guy right there. Good grief.
That was number 1, Quintavious Hill, and he was dancing for his life.
On 2nd and 6, Jordan goes with the screen pass off to the right side, and it was read beautifully by the Cavalier defense. And it looks like they might have lost a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 11 now for Jordan. Andrew, looks like they're going to spread it out, 3 to the left, 1 receiver to the right, again out of the shotgun. There's a snap, fakes a give, wants to throw, fumbled the football.
I think Callaway's got it.
Callaway
got it.
picks it up. Jonathan Leonard with a scoop
Jonathan
and
Leonard,
score.
there we go, baby.
Jonathan Leonard,
great play.
From 18 yards out, picks the ball up, scoops, scores, and the Callaway Cavaliers have scored another touchdown here in the first quarter, Andrew.
Great job, and like we said, the heart and soul of that defense, one of those heart and souls, Jonathan Leonard did a great job on the play, picking up that loose football and taking it back to the house for 6.
All right, so Hunter back in to kick the extra point here. It'll be held by Kedrick Ramsey. John Curtis to do the snapping. 1:57 to go here. Been all Callaway so far. Here's the Williamson extra point. Snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. So 21-0. Cavaliers on top of Jordan here, trying to secure that number 2 seed and host a home playoff game next week. We'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The sinister cries haunted Mary through the night. Dawn neared, and still the voice tormented her. She ran towards the safety of her car, flung open the door, and a coyote had somehow gotten locked inside. But the damaged interior was covered thanks to Farmers Insurance. Coyote Carpool, August 1st, 2015. Talk to a Farmers agent. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Come see me, John Fuller, at the Fuller Agency, conveniently located on the square in LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
All right, Hunter Williamson kicks off, taken down around the 18 and brought up to the 25 before he was tackled. And the Jordan offense will come out now, minute 48, now down 3 touchdowns.
And we're about a minute and a half away from the end of the quarter, too. So Cavaliers have come out and really just taken control of this football game, and Jordan's going to try to put something together, or else this is going to get out of hand real fast.
All right, here comes Jordan to the line now. Like I said, they've got 4 guys that go across the front of that line. There's some big guys down there.
Yeah, they got some good size at the line of scrimmage there for Jordan. Callaway's done a good job at penetrating on the defensive front.
There's a snap. Quarterback wants to throw, and he just throws it
Oh,
up down
he's
the
got a
right
guy.
side. And he throws it a little bit too far. It's like he was looking for number 27, and that is Leonard Hill.
That wasn't a bad ball right there. Wide receiver had a hard time finding it. And how about that for some sportsmanship? 27 just went back and dapped up DQ Wilkerson, telling him, hey, good job on the coverage right there. So glad to see both, Callaway and Jordan having that respect for each other.
All right, 2nd down and 10 now for Jordan. 16 on the play clock. As Jordan breaks the huddle. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, Emmanuel Mann works from the shotgun. There's a snap, gives to his tailback, and just nothing there. We mentioned Jamie Sellers and LaShawn Terrell clogging up the middle.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. And also, Keyshawn Suggs has done a good job this year. The freshman defensive tackle has done a good job in the middle of that defense. And one thing I've noticed this year with Callaway, too, is you see those defensive tackles about a half yard behind the defensive ends. It's almost like it's kind of giving them a little bit of a cushion. When that offensive line tries to fire off, you can kind of absorb it and find a way to hit that hole quick.
3rd down and 9 now. 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Again from the shotgun. Man takes a snap, drops back, wants to throw, looks to his left, throws it up, and again overshot his target.
That was an uncatchable pass.
Like number 7 right there, Jalen Wyatt. And is there a flag?
That's an uncatchable pass.
I thought he was had all our guys beat. I don't understand where the penalty was.
The only thing they might get us for a slight nug on the jersey, but that looked like an uncatchable pass to me.
All right, so you got pass interference against the Cavaliers.
What about you down there, Nate? That looked like a pretty high pass right there.
I agree with you. It was, Andrew, it was probably just more of a hold than it was anything else at best.
I thought he may have had a slight nudge.
Well, and part of the rule is
it must have happened early because it looks like he beat everybody.
Part of the rule is, do you affect the route of the receiver? And I don't think you can make that assessment here. But I'm biased. I'm a defensive guy, so.
Yeah, it must have happened real early in the route because, like Shane said, he had 2 or 3 steps, but it looked like an uncatchable pass. But nonetheless, 15-yard penalty against the Callaway defense.
Good call. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. There's the shotgun snap. Quarterback wants to keep it.
Good job, Jonathan.
Good job right there. That Cavalier defense. Number 24 for the Cavaliers, R.J. Williams and Jonathan Leonard, not letting the quarterback go anywhere.
Jonathan Leonard did a good job of wrapping up and letting the cavalry come and clean that play up. And Jordan hasn't had a whole lot of success on that zone read look with trying to get that quarterback involved with the run game. He hasn't had a whole lot of room to run the football.
I tell you guys, you need to see Jonathan Leonard at field level down here at field level. Jonathan Leonard did what I like to do, tackled with authority. He just swept the legs out from Emmanuel Mann, their quarterback, who was actually a pretty big kid, a good athlete out here, and just swiped his legs out like he was snatching up his breakfast. Good job. Good job by Leonard.
Looks like that'll wrap the quarter up there, Shane.
All right, so the Cavaliers are going to finish this first quarter up 21-0 on Jordan. Cavaliers trying to go 9-1 on this 2017 season. We'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, here we go. Start of the second quarter. Cavaliers on top of Jordan, 21-0. Jordan comes to the line. Ball at the 27 of Jordan. Second down and 24. There's a snap. Quarterback wants to throw, and just nothing there. We got 4 Cavaliers. Looks like LaShawn, Jamie, number 20 for the Cavaliers, Lavarius Patterson. And is that DQ in there?
I think it was.
Or Nathan
Sapp, yeah. They got in the backfield before the quarterback was even made his first read, so impressive speed off the edge, and that brings up a 3rd and a mile.
Spotted right after Jordan, 22.
All righty, and it looks like about 17 on the play clock.
They have to get to the Callaway 49-yard line to get a first down.
See how the Cavaliers, back half of this defense, will play this. It's like 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's a snap, and quarterback's going to keep it. He's trying to get outside, and here comes the defense, and he goes down at the 23. It's like he saw DQ coming at him with a head full of steam.
He said, I'm good. I'm just going to get down. So it's kind of like when we played Heard County a few weeks ago. You know, Aaron Beasley, he liked to get in the box for Heard County, but then when Cartavius Bigsby would get in there, he was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to get back here and get a little cushion.
All right, here comes Some new faces for the Cavaliers. Looks like Demetrius Coleman on the punt block team comes down and actually plays defensive tackle, Andrew.
He's got a lot of speed, and he's small enough where he can maybe wiggle. Oh, bad snap! Let's see if Callaway declines that penalty. Got a false start, looks like, on Jordan. Or if it's a pre-snap, you may not be able to decline it, though. Am I right, Nate?
It's that's one that I don't see. I don't see a lot. It doesn't look like they can. They call it dead ball, so you cannot decline this.
Yeah, that's unfortunate too. Big play there for the Cavaliers to be made. A bad snap on the punt could have set them up, inside the red zone, but a pre-snap penalty will just back Jordan up.
It would be a dead ball because they never had all 11 players set.
Tough break for the Cavaliers.
They didn't have him set that time. There's a snap. DQ is going to fair catch it at his own 44-yard line.
Good job by DQ.
So with the Cavs with a 21-0 lead here, offense back out on the field early here in the second quarter. It's been all Callaway so far, Andrew.
So far, so good. And I really think if you can go down the field on this series right here and put another touchdown on the board, I think you can go ahead and start, thinking about that second half, maybe getting these young guys in there and getting these starters out the field and getting ready for Douglas. Looks like Courtney Williams going back into the wide receiver position at the flanker spot.
Here's a snap. There's a give to Cartavius
Oh, my goodness.
Bigsby, and he just goes right up the middle of the field.
Oh!
He rips one off right there for about 30 yards, Andrew.
Jeez. He single back set again, and he just takes the handoff up the middle. Huge hole, and a shoestring tackle may have just saved a touchdown for Jordan.
Andrew, huge might be an understatement. That was massive. That was a super massive black hole huge.
Jeez, that was you get Cartavius going on a full head of steam right there. He's just almost impossible to bring down, except by the shoestring. Just got him.
All right, two receivers left, one to the right. Again, Cartavius at tailback, Travis Traylor at fullback. There's a snap. Give to Cartavius.
Good block by
trying
Travis.
to make a cut, gets to the outside. Just dragging people, Andrew, down to about the 26 of Jordan.
And see, that's where Cartavius has just been so good this season, is between the tackles, because he does not go – I have not seen him once this season go down on the first contact. When he's going downhill, he's good at driving his legs through arm tackles and picking up a lot of yards after contact. And once again, great play, great block on fullback Travis Traylor on that offset eye.
For Jordan, second down, Cavaliers.
All right, so here is second down and 1 for Callaway from the 26-yard line. Two receivers right, one to the left. Kedrick rolls to his right. Now he throws it back, and he's got John Curtis out at the 30, down inside the 20.
Trying to get the O-line involved in the scoring right there. I love it. I love it.
Technically, that goes as a run, guys, because it happens to happen behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know if exactly it was if it was a lateral pass, but if he's got an ineligible number, 57. It was a great creative play call, though, to run that tackle eligible and try to get one of your older guys some love here and on the stat sheet.
That's one thing Coach Napier always did every season. He'd have a couple really cool trick plays for us to do at practice.
There's a snap. Kedrick rolls to his right and throws
got a man
it across
in the middle
of the field.
Oh.
Threw it a little high for Courtney Williams.
Yeah, Courtney did a good job on that deep post, and Kedrick may have felt that backside pressure a little bit and released it a little bit before he wanted to. Had his guy just threw it a little too high out of his reach.
All right, going to bring up second down and 10 from the Jordan 17-yard line.
Good velocity on that throw, though. I mean, that was a cannon.
Here comes the Cavs. They break with about 12 on the play clock. Cartavius still in at tailback. Two receivers to the right. Looks like Jacob Freeman split to the left. A little option to the right there, and they pitch it to Cartavius. Cartavius trying to get the corner. Does. Lowers his head. Gets into the end zone for a Cavalier touchdown.
He's going to be out of bounds at about the 3-yard line there.
Just steps out.
Okay, so they're going to mark him down at the 3. I thought I saw one official throw his hands up.
Hey, that's a good call. That's a good call by the officiating crew right there, Shane.
Yeah, it was a good call.
First and goal, Cavaliers.
Sets up the Cavaliers first down and goal from the 3 now. A lot of different things you could do right here, Andrew.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just going to give it to my tailbacks. They've been showing us the way tonight.
All right, DJ in it, tailback, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap, toss to DJ. He cuts it back across the middle of the field and gets in from 3 yards out for another Callaway Cavalier touchdown. DJ Atkins this time.
And he made that look easy. I mean, I would have got tackled for a 25-yard loss on that play, but, man, DJ just did a great job under pressure, cutting through the defense and picking up the touchdown. And what was he about? He had run about 6 yards to gain 3, so good job by DJ.
So the Callaway offense, 4 for 4. 27-0 your score. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it is good. So we got a flag down there.
Might get a hurdling call here, guys.
Decline that and let the extra point.
Yeah, I would. In high school, you can't jump up over anybody, whether it's a gap or anything. It's a safety issue. I guess I understand that. You know, cleats can be sharp and things like that. But a good pickup by the officiating crew tonight.
All right, 28-0 your score. 8 minutes to go before halftime. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Larry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue on LaGrange and in Hamilton.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, here's the Hunter Williamson kick from the Jordan 45, goes into the end zone after the penalty on the extra point. And, Andrew, it's been all Callaway. First 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, just cutting right through this Jordan defense, doing a really good job running the football, creating holes for your offense. And when you're playing a team like Jordan, going into the playoffs, wanting to, kind of fine-tune everything you're doing, it's really nice to see us coming out and executing, taking care of business, doing what everybody expected you to do. And I really see this game maybe going into a running clock situation going into the second half.
I would not complain about that on this Thursday night.
And I tell you what, this stadium's going to be rocking tomorrow night. We got a huge matchup tomorrow night. Your Troop Tigers taking on the number 1 ranked in 4A Cartersville Purple Hurricanes and their number 1 quarterback, Trevor Lawrence.
All right, here's a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, wants to throw. Does. Again, he overshot his receiver, and Kobe Jackson almost intercepted that ball.
Yeah, he tried to go over the shoulder and catch that one. And I tell you what, though, that's a good adjustment by Jordan. They've had a lot of trouble protecting their quarterback and then trying to get him to roll out and roll away from that pressure, Nate.
Yeah, they have. And Emmanuel Mann, he's an athlete. We got a flag down here, and we're going to see what this call is. But no, they've done a serviceable job. That offensive line is to try to keep him clean. Callaway's brought some pressure, and they've moved. They've been able to break pass rushers free with some stems and some stunts that they've done. And you mentioned earlier that the defensive tackles are playing a little bit back. There's a lot of twisting as a result. They're setting themselves up for the outside, the defensive ends to crash down, and the defensive tackles to twist out.
I think we may have had a roughing the passer call right there. Maybe got the quarterback a little bit late. So I give Jordan a first down on their own 29-yard line.
All right, here's Jordan with the snap. Quarterback is just going to roll to his right and tuck it. It was a run the whole way. And he gets up to the 40, and it looks like he's got enough for another Jordan first down.
Yeah, nice run. It looked like almost like a student body right there. He just, everyone pulling, everyone blocking to that right side, and he just tucked it, pointed out his blockers, and lowered his head for a first down run. And like I said, they're starting to get their quarterback on the edges, trying to get away from that Callaway pass rush, because we've done a really good job when he's in the pocket of kind of eating him alive right now.
All right, first down for Jordan from the Jordan 41. Again, man works from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Jet give to the left right there. Running back makes a cut up to the middle of the field. He gets 3 yards, Andrew. He earned those 3.
Yeah. I mean, he good cut back against the grain and met a Callaway defender head on, and Callaway's delivering a lot of punishment tonight on the tackles.
Shane, some people say earn, some people say pay for.
3-yard gain, bring up second
Yeah,
down.
he probably did pay for that right there.
Well, field level, you can hear these pads click, and there was a lot of clicking and clacking on that play.
All right, 2nd down and 7 now. Jordan from the 44-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback drops back, wants to throw a quick screen.
Oh, man,
to
they
his
have numbers,
right.
too.
And like you said, Andrew, had a blocker out in front.
Yep.
Gets up, gets enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's one of football's biggest things right there. If you're an offensive coordinator, what's the best way to beat a blitzing defense? To throw a screen pass. And Jordan had a lot of numbers out there. We did a good job of shedding that tackle and tackling him for a minimal gain on the play.
All right, so first down for Jordan inside Callaway territory around the 48-yard line. Again, Jordan works from the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. There's a snap, dive. Quarterback's going to keep it, bounces it outside.
Nothing.
And there's not been a lot there for the quarterback tonight, Andrew.
No, he's a lot of those zone read looks. That pause is giving Callaway defensive linemen just enough time to get in the backfield and kind of disrupt those zone read looks that Jordan's been giving us. And, with an offensive line as big as them, Shane, like we were saying earlier, you might want to see if they just maybe do some direct handoffs.
All right, here comes Jordan. Got about 15 on the play clock here, 5:30 to go before halftime. 28-0 your score, Cavaliers on top. And again, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Emmanuel Mann works from the gun, fakes a give,
That's
hits his
a
tight end.
Oh!
And again, DJ separates the receiver from the football.
Oh, my goodness. I thought that was Cartavius again, but that was DJ. And I'll tell you this, that was an RPO look right there, a little run-pass option. And Jordan did a good job of faking the run. He made the correct read, and that was a good throw. That was just even better play by DJ Atkins on the play. So
brings up 3rd down and 10 now. Ball sits on the Callaway 48-yard line. And here's a chance for the Cavalier defense to get off the field.
Yeah, big 3rd and long right here, and I wouldn't be shocked if they try to roll the pocket again, try to buy him some time.
There's a snap, fakes a give, wants to throw. Now he's rolling, and he is sacked by LaShawn Terrell. And that's going to be about a 6-yard loss, Andrew.
That's right, and LaShawn Terrell with a big sack right there. And
he's looking better and better every week, getting healthier and healthier.
Going beast mode on us right here, kind of expecting maybe to go to the sideline and start eating some Skittles like Marshawn Lynch.
All right, looks like DQ's going to drop back to receive the punt around his 23-yard line. And looks like number 27, Leonard Hill, on to handle the punting for Jordan. And he stands around his own 34-yard line.
Rushing a guy on the field. Looks like they got about 5 seconds to get this snap off. Still got man in motion. Back him up 5. That's what happened on the last punt too, Shane. They had a guy in motion before the snap, and they didn't catch it the time before, but they got it this time, so they'll back Jordan up 5 yards.
I hear some angry Jordan coaches from the other side. They're in personnel issues as to who's on punt team. And listen, every coach goes through that frustration, especially when you're
going against the red.
I think was Jordan this year 2-7.
Yeah, 2-7.
Just one of those years. And it's the last game of the season. You're going to hand in your equipment on Monday. Guys need to get their heads in the game.
That's right. And as a player too, sometimes when you're on the sideline hearing a punt team, and sometimes you just forget you're on the punt team.
All right, there's the punt. DQ with the fair catch at the 28-yard line. So we're going to see the Cavalier offense again here with 4 minutes to go before halftime. 28-0 your score. Be nice to get another one in there right here, Andrew.
Yeah, it'd be nice. And I think I was looking at on that punt there, Shane, is Jordan's bringing a guy in motion every time, and I kind of wonder what they're trying to set up from that. Maybe trying to get a potential blocker out of the box or maybe get somebody to go with him. So kind of an interesting punt formation.
Well, and he's not set either. He's not set there, Andrew, either. He needs to be set for a second. So they can throw the flag every time on that.
All right, here comes the Cavalier offense. Keegan Ramsey under center. takes a snap, gives to DJ. DJ makes a guy miss at the 30, gets
What a
out
move.
across the 35,
What another move.
up to the 40, lowers his head, and he gets the best of that one at the 44-yard line where he steps out of bounds.
Good grief. Nice 14-yard play on the carry for DJ Atkins, and did a great job in the backfield making that guy miss, too.
All right, so a new set of downs for the Cavs now from the Callaway 44. 3:45 to go here before half. Cavaliers with a 28-0 lead over the Jordan Red Jackets. Two receivers left, one to the right here.
This is my favorite formation.
Kedrick takes a snap. Quick screen to the right side to DQ. DQ works back to the middle of the field, trying to get outside now. Looking for a block, gets one. Gets out across midfield.
Coaches next to us were reminding one of the players they need to block, need to find their guy, but good job by DQ Wilkerson cutting across against the grain. There wasn't a whole lot on the outside, but he's able to make a positive play out of a negative one, so that's always nice to see.
Actually, a good job by the Jordan defense to not collapse too much on that screen and play their responsibilities to be able to take that cutback away.
Absolutely.
All right, 2nd down and 4 now. Two receivers left, one to the right. Cartavius in at tailback. There's a snap. Kedrick rolls to his right, wants to throw. Looking, throws it up. Looking for Jacob Freeman. And Jacob Freeman cannot keep his feet in bounds. That was close, around the 10-yard line.
That was close, Nate. You were right on top of that. Did he maybe get his right foot out of bounds before he caught it?
No, that was good. That was good on Sundays, as they say. He had both feet in bounds, but they ruled.
Don't tell Andrew that.
They ruled that he was bobbling a ball. I was concentrated on the feet, to be honest with you. I thought the hands had it for sure, just based on the sound. But that's the ruling, and no instant replay.
Yeah, maybe he was bobbling it.
All right, here's a 3rd and 4. There's a quick screen out to DQ. He's got to get out to the 44.
This looks like he may be
close.
A tad bit short. I think he may be about a half-yard short of the first down right there. So that's unfortunate on the Jacob Freeman play. That's a play we had a lot of success with this year, Shane.
I would go for it here.
All right, 4th and 1. Looks like Coach Wiggins elects to go right here. Coach Napier sends a play in.
Is that Cartavius in the backfield?
Cartavius in at tailback.
Go ahead and cash this check.
Two receivers right, one to the left. Travis Traylor in at fullback. Callaway from the eye takes a snap, gives to Cartavius. Cartavius gets the first down, down to the 40.
He might be gone, Shane.
20, 10, 5, touchdown. Cartavius Bigsby from 44 yards out for another Callaway Cavalier touchdown.
Yep, and that check is cashed, buddy. I mean, he's in the backfield, full head of steam, and great run by Cartavius, great blocking by the O-line, and these Callaway running backs have just kind of had a free-for-all today.
Well, that's just great. That's just great finish on that run there, because he could have let himself get hemmed in and play another play, but no, he took it to the house. Great job.
What was that, about a 40-yard TD, Shane?
44 yards out.
That's awesome.
Here's Hunter on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up. It is good. So how about the job Hunter Williamson's come on and done tonight in the absence of Noah Stevens?
That's right. He's done an outstanding job kicking for the Cavaliers tonight, and has really been a key part of the team all season.
All right, so 35-0, and I believe that is the running clock for the state of Georgia. 2:17 to go here. So barring mishap from the defense, Andrew, we'll start the 3rd quarter with a running clock.
That's right. And if you're Callaway, though, don't let up. Don't let up in this first half. Let's get them off the field and see if we can't try to get another TD before the half.
All right, 35-0 your score. Cavalier kickoff team out onto the field now. Hunter Williamson to do the kicking. We've got Courtney Williams out there. We've got Kobe Jackson out there. R.J. Williams. And you also have Cedarian Sheely. So a lot of speed. There's the sky kick over to the right side. Fair call on the 40-yard line. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network. I think I'm going to let Coleman come in here. And here we go. 35-0 your score. There's a quick screen out to the right side. Tell you what, Andrew.
Good run.
Number 27 for them, that is Leonard Hill. He's having a pretty good football game tonight.
Yeah, he's done a good job tonight, keeping his legs going, and he's made most of the plays tonight for this Jordan football team, but got about minute 57 left in the half, and Jordan's already at the 50-yard line, so they got plenty of time to get on the board.
All right, Emmanuel Mann gets his guys to the line again, works from the shotgun. There's a snap, drops back, same play to the left side, and he threw it right in Cartavius Bigsby's stomach, and Cartavius couldn't come up with it. All he saw was that green turf going to the end zone.
Man,
Andrew.
he read that the whole way, and there was they kind of gave a little screen action look right there, and Callaway came with a blitz, and he tried to hit that seam route, and Cartavius was there before, and, man, that would have been a heck of a pick six right there.
He was. I was looking at him, and he was running right at where I'm standing, and he looked up. He saw that end zone. He took his eye off the ball.
Oh, man. And Cartavius, man, he's been a heck of a two-way player for the Cavaliers, man. He can play, offense, defense, special teams. He can do it all for the Cavaliers.
All right, 2nd down and 10. There's a snap. Quarterback fakes the give, tries to get off to the right side, but just, again, nothing there for him.
Yeah, about minute 30 left. That'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Jordan offense. And for a second there, I thought the running back had broke through the initial line of scrimmage. I thought he might have had some room to run, but looks like the quarterback kept it. And that's just a play, like we've been saying, it just hasn't been working for Jordan tonight.
Well, you mentioned it earlier, Andrew. As big as this Jordan offensive line is, when you got number 71 Austin Bedsole, 6'6" and 350, they have a good initial surge, but they can't hold their blocks, and it's just not enough time for zone read or read option of any kind.
Yeah, and it's like when they run the zone read, it's like it takes up a second or two of precious time of blocking, and if you maybe just try to run right at the Callaway defense, you may have a little bit more success.
This is definitely that type of offensive line that's better straight ahead.
All right, on 3rd down and 12, again from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. There's a snap. Quarterback fakes a give. Wants to throw. Rolls to his right. Fumbles the football.
Fumble. Does Callaway jump on it? I think we
who's
got it.
They
Let's
may
see.
have it. It's close.
Loose ball on the play.
Looks like
Callaway football.
Cavalier football here with 37 seconds to go. Ball on the Jordan 40-yard line, Andrew.
And that makes up for they get the turnover. They got favorable field position starting at the Jordan, inside the Jordan 40. Got about 37 seconds left in the half here, Shane. So you got some time to run some plays, and
3 timeouts.
You got all your timeouts. So if anything, you might be able to get yourself into field goal range.
Time here, Coach Wiggins and Coach Napier can do a little situational stuff.
That's right.
Stuff that you might want to try down the line.
Or you could just give it to Cartavius and see if he can't just break another one.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kedrick works from the shotgun. There's a snap. Kedrick wants to throw, rolls to his right, looking.
Yeah, we're going to have a holding.
Throws it up. He's got DQ down around the 23. And is there a flag on the play?
I think we held. I think our offensive left tackle may have got a little too much jersey there. Yep, that's going to be a hold.
Holding's going against
All right, so
Cavaliers.
with 29 seconds to go now, they're going to back the Cavaliers up back in the Callaway territory. And they're going to spot the ball now around the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, that's 10 yards from the spot, too. So it looks like, backed up to the Callaway 41-yard line. So still got about 30 seconds left. Got about 59, 58 yards to go for a touchdown. So we'll see what kind of play Coach Napier draws up right here for this.
All right, Callaway breaks with about 20 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers to the left. Westbrook split out to the right. Again, Kedrick works from the shotgun. There's a snap. Kedrick looking. And now he throws a dart across the middle of the field.
Man, just a little behind his guy.
And DQ could not come down with it. Pass falls incomplete. 22 seconds to go now. And 2nd and 24, Andrew.
Yeah, that was a nice play design right there, and it wasn't a bad pass given the situation. just a little behind DQ, and he just couldn't haul it in.
All right, Coach Napier sends the play in. Again, Kedrick works from the shotgun. Westbrook split out to the left. Courtney Williams and DQ Wilkerson split to the right.
Maybe give Courtney a shot right here.
There's a snap. Quarterback
Throw it
wants
away.
to set up the screen. Gets it off
Oh.
to DJ. DJ catches the ball at the 50, gets down
he's
to
got
the
a
40.
convoy.
Looking for a block. The 30 cuts it back across the field down to the 20.
We got a block in the back.
Is tackled down at the 13-yard line. And you said it, Andrew, a flag laying down around the 23.
And Westbrook's like he got shook up on the play. Looks like Callaway's going to get hit with maybe a block in the back at around the Jordan 20, but Westbrook's looks like he's in a lot of pain down there, Shane.
Yeah, it was definitely a block in the back. It was right in front of me here, guys. Obvious one. Good call by the official. Looks like number 12 is down. And in these situations, I personally don't like to say too much about what's going on until we actually know something, or the people that want to let it be known, let it be known. But he's down. He's being attended to. And looks like a lot of people around. Coach Wiggins out there talking to number 12. That's Mr. Brooks, isn't he?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
West,
Wes
number
Brooks.
12. We'll take a quick break while they tend to West. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle 96.9 FM 48 online at Eagle 102.3.
All right, got time score 5-0. Andrew Cavaliers all over Jordan here.
Yes.
And that's exactly what you want to see getting ready for the first week of the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we talked about in the pregame, and I'm sure you'll agree with this, Nate, is, we wanted to see him come out and execute on offense and defense, wanted to come out and see him, put away a team that they knew they were better than and kind of go on cruise control here in the second half. And I think Callaway's done a pretty good job here in the first two quarters of getting there.
Oh, I think so. I think, they're probably the drive that they had the most rough edges was actually the very first drive. And after that, it was smooth sailing. They did get that last drive at the end of the quarter, and they did some good things other than that penalty. And it was actually situationally really good to think about when you get into the playoffs. You get into a first and long and a second and long, and what are you going to do and how are you going to convert? How's the defense going to react? Are you going to be able to execute these really big chunk plays that you're going to need to convert when you get deep into the playoffs and in bad situations against really good teams? So I thought that drive, despite not scoring at the end, was a productive drive from a film standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, and then just, Callaway's just out executed and done exactly what you want them to do in the first half.
Yeah, and you can see, obviously the talent on the field for the Cavaliers and the three-headed monster. Well, the two-headed tonight. Cartaves and DJ have done a great job carrying the offense. And I tell you what, the passing situations we've had tonight is I've kind of liked what I've seen from what Coach Napier's drawn up in the passing game tonight.
Yeah, a lot of team speed for the Cavaliers. I can't imagine, next week and even in the second, third round, many teams matching up with the same amount of speed with us. And like we've said all year, the pieces are in place there for the Cavaliers to do something special. It's just a matter of them executing.
Right.
And like we've said all year, the only thing that's going to stop Callaway is going to be Callaway.
That's right.
When they get ready to play.
We saw it last year, too, with our playoff run. It kind of, we kind of went into the playoffs, and then as the playoffs progressed, we kind of saw us start to execute in those big-time situations, and it kind of all culminated that cold night over in Sylvania against Screven County where we kind of saw, Dylan Johnson with the ice water in his veins and kind of marching that team, putting that team on his back, marching us down to win that football game to go on and play Benedictine in the semifinals. But, one thing I've been liking all season with his replacement, Kedrick Ramsey, he's done it hasn't always been pretty, but he's done a good job of leading this team and making plays when he needs to make plays. And I like the wide receiving core this year too. Obviously you lose a player like Braylon Sanders last season to graduation, but this year it's almost like you've got more weapons to throw to now. So you don't see a lot of teams doing the double coverage or the safety bracket for Braylon Sanders and taking away one side of the field. They can't do that anymore.
Right, no doubt about that. And it looks almost as if earlier in the year, Coach Napier kind of started off, he learned that he needed to do some, like we call high percentage throws early to get Kedrick comfortable, get him in the flow of the game.
Right.
And, tonight it's worked out, to a T tonight.
Absolutely. So, let's see, we got about 15:45 left here before the start of the second half, and it looks like they're finally got Wes Brooks into the locker room, so let's hope he's all right, too, going into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Wes Brooks has just been on the edge all year long, does a phenomenal job blocking up the field. And, I mean, you can't just throw anybody out there and expect them to block corners up and down the field all night. So, like you said, we certainly wish the best for Wes and hope that is nothing serious. Well, let's take a break. We've got about 15 minutes, 35-0 your score here. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
It's all good. All right, guys, welcome back to Callaway Stadium. Your Cavaliers, your 10th-rate Cavaliers, are leading the Jordan Red Jackets 35-0 at the half, and it's kind of been a game that we all expected it to be. Callaway coming out, executing on offense, running the football, making big plays, and your typical suspects scoring for the Cavaliers. DJ Atkins, Cartavius Bigsby on the scoring action, as well as a defensive fumble return for a touchdown by Jonathan Leonard, and also a big-time play from your quarterback, Kedrick Ramsey, on the quarterback scramble. So, a lot of things going right for the Cavaliers tonight, and we'll look for that running clock here going into that second half, Shane.
No doubt about it. Like you mentioned, the usual suspects. And we knew coming in Heck, I mean, after the north side scrimmage,
yes,
you know, we knew, and we've done this tonight without Quay Hines. Quay Hines hampered by, I think it's a hamstring.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be okay heading into next week. And he was actually suited up before the game, and it looked like it was probably going to be one of those situations where if he needed to play, he probably could.
Right.
Callaway, with the first 6 possessions, they scored touchdowns. So obviously no need to risk anything with Quay Hines.
No.
And I'm not sure about Lawrence Thompson, but that's going to be huge. Of course, Adrian Porter's doing a great job down there.
That's right.
But when you get Lawrence back in there, you can get Adrian back at fullback, and that opens up a lot more options for the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, in a game like this, too, going into that second half, you may see the ones play a series or two more to kind of get that running clock going, kind of get that third quarter kind of halfway down. And then, we'll see my favorite JV player, Demetrius Coleman, maybe come in and take some reps at quarterback, and we've all seen what he can do this year. He's been a dynamic player for the Cavaliers, and he's only a freshman, so got a lot of left to see out of him. And real quick before we get going, I want to give a shout out again to our cross-country Callaway Cavalier fans, my mom and dad listening over there in Palmdale outside of Los Angeles, California, listening to the Callaway Cavaliers play football tonight. So I want to give them a shout out. They've been Callaway fans since they've had 3 of us go through the school, so they know what it means to be a Callaway Cavalier.
So what's the time difference over there?
3 hours.
3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
So they're 3 hours ahead of us.
3 hours behind us.
3 hours.
So like this morning when my garage door broke at 7 a.m., I couldn't call Dad and ask him how to fix it. I had to kind of just figure that out on my own. Okay. So thank God for Google.
So they were watching the World Series over there.
Oh yeah.
Well before bed, right?
That's right. That's
okay.
right.
And then we're over here like just trying to hold our eyes open.
That's right.
To watch it.
makes it tough down there. So, but as we get it late into this evening, Nate, how's it feel down there? Is it still kind of warm outside, or is it starting to cool off a little bit?
Well, I grew up in Boston, so it's always warm down here. But no, it's starting to cool off a little bit. It was cooler last Friday night, I would say. Definitely, we've got a little bit of a warm bump, but you're starting to get a little bit of that condensation. That you can feel a little bit of the stickiness coming out of the air. So the ball surface might get a little bit stickier. I think that was starting to happen when you saw that fumble return for touchdown. Jordan's quarterback popped that ball back, and it slipped right out of his hands. I don't think it'll affect the playing surface really, but I would suspect the ball is going to get a little bit more slick through the third and fourth quarter here.
No doubt about that. All right, well, let's take a break. 35-0 your score. Cavaliers looking to go 9-1, secure that 2 seed, have a home playoff game Friday night here at Callaway Stadium. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years. And how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
LaGrange Banking is growing. We've opened a new location in Columbus, and we've adopted a new name that reflects our community roots with an eye on the future. Welcome to Calumet Bank, offering personal and business banking services with the friendliness of neighbors. We work on your schedule, offering daytime business hours and a complete set of mobile apps. Day or night, we've got you covered. Calumet Bank, same great services from people you already know. Life is better at Calumet. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, guys, getting closer to starting the third quarter here. Got about 9 minutes. Callaway with a 35-0 score. Again, you know, a little bit out of the ordinary here on a Thursday night, finishing up the regular season. We mentioned the game tomorrow night, Troop and Cartersville here. You know, that game has huge implications, not only for Troop, but, you know, also for Callaway. Troop will be fighting for the 2 seed in that region tomorrow night, and they have a tall task. Cartersville comes in here.
Yes.
Led by the quarterback, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, #1 ranked quarterback in the country.
And he's a senior.
Yes.
Been there 4 years playing. I think he lost his second game of the year, his freshman season, and has not lost since.
Yeah, and Cartersville's got a strong program. I mean, they're really good at football, and they're even better at baseball. So, I mean, they got a really good athletic program at Cartersville High School. And, you know, Trevor Lawrence only played the first half his last trip to Callaway Stadium when they played LaGrange. And, you know, Troop's looking to exact a little bit of revenge from last year. You know, last year Cartersville really took it to them, 68-0 up there at their place. And I know Coach Glisson and the Troop Tigers are ready to get a little payback here at Callaway Stadium tomorrow night.
And, you know, kind of going to be the similar situation for that game. Both teams, you know, want to come out, you know, start fast, play well. And then, you know, that game there, I would imagine if that game's close, you'll see your starters play the whole game, obviously.
Absolutely.
But we wish Troop the best. And, you know, we love for all the teams in the area to do well. So we'll be keeping our eyes and ears on that one to really decide whether or not we have a Friday night game, or would it be Thursday or Saturday, right, Andrew?
That's right. And, you know, selfishly, I'd love nothing more than have a Friday night playoff game too. So, you know, love to see the Callaway Cavaliers get that Friday night spot. But like we said, I mean, no matter what day we play, we got to be ready to go.
And this right here, nothing against Jordan. Callaway's got a 35-0 lead here. But, you know, Coach Wiggins' mindset right here has got to be, hey, I know starting next week that I've got to get my team to come out of the locker room and play at a high level, just like when we started the game.
That's right.
So there's, you know, I can't imagine Coach Wiggins and them in the locker room right now saying, okay, starters, you did good. We're going to start our backups right here in the third quarter, because I don't feel like that's the mindset he wants going into next week.
That's right, and that's like I said coming into the break, man. I think we're going to see the starters maybe play another series or two, kind of get this game, maybe put one more score on the board, kind of really put them away, and I think we'll see the young Cavaliers come in and play. And that's one thing we've really liked seeing last year and going into this year, and it's really helped the team this season too, is a lot of those younger guys got to play last year in a lot of these type of games, which has really helped us out going into this season. You know, like Jacob Freeman got to play a lot. You know, Kedrick Ramsey got to play a lot last year, and it's really shown and really helped us a lot coming into 2017.
All right, well, it looks like we've got about 8 minutes, so you know, real quick, I don't know any new stuff going on with college football that you want to mention or get ready for this weekend?
I'll just say this: I had a blast at the cocktail party last weekend. Can you say that on the radio?
To ask you, you can't say party.
We can't say that on the radio. It's the Georgia-Florida game.
Actually, I think last week when me and Coleman did that one, the first thing I said was Andrew's going to a cocktail party. Yeah, I said cocktail party on the radio. I don't think there's a big.
I think the
issue with
schools can't call it that.
I just don't understand why that's so offensive, guys. I don't at all.
I think it's just Gary Danielson can't say it.
That's right.
Gary Danielson. Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, the victory cigar that I enjoyed after that one was sweet, and I got to light that thing about 5 minutes left in the third quarter, and watching all that orange and blue, nasty orange and blue, just going away. And that whole side with red and black just going crazy.
There's no doubt about it that Georgia has a heck of a football team, and Coach Kirby Smart is doing a great job from top to bottom with that program.
Yeah.
The recruiting classes are, up there where they have to be. And, he's building something over there. And if you can't see that, then you're just blind.
That's right. And I think he endeared himself to all the Georgia fans, all the old-timers, too, when he was asked about 2 weeks ago, said, Coach Smart, your defense looks a lot like Alabama. He said, no, sir, it looks like a junkyard dog defense. That's what Irk Russell would say. And I think that won over a lot of Georgia fans right there, because are we building something similar to what we have seen in Alabama? Yes. But Kirby Smart's putting his own little twist on it too. But I tell you what, he's done a heck of a job kind of reviving Georgia, and I haven't seen him play at a level like this in probably a decade.
I think it's since 1982 was the last time that Georgia held the #1 ranking.
That is, well, we held it for a few weeks in 2008, and then this team called Alabama came to Sanford Stadium, and, we all know what happened then. So, but this is the first time that we've been ranked #1 this late in the season since 1982.
And there's a ton of football left, and I think over the last couple of weeks people have been envisioning the Alabama-Georgia SEC championship. But I tell you what, there's tons of football left. And
that's right.
If you don't, play at that high level every Saturday, anything can happen, because there's Auburn sitting out there, and you know how explosive they can be on offense.
That's
right. And obviously they got a great defense.
That's right.
And then you guys have South Carolina this week. Alabama goes down to Baton Rouge Saturday night. Or no, that is at Bryant-Denny.
That's at Bryant-Denny, yeah.
But regardless, I think Vegas has us at 21.5.
That's a little high, I think.
I can't figure that out.
I think our spread's a little high too. South Carolina and Will Muschamp they always play Georgia tough. But Nate, one thing we were talking about before the break was the Freeman family here at Callaway.
That's right.
We've been blessed to have such a great family involved with Callaway Athletics, because you had Keyshawn Freeman, who's now a linebacker for Georgia Tech.
You got to give Tech some love. I love option football, so I do enjoy watching Georgia Tech. I got to be honest.
4 years he's been starting at defense.
That's right. He's done a great job at Georgia Tech. Last year, Michael Freeman did a great job at Callaway at the middle linebacker and tight end spot. He's at Mercer now, he's played, like you said, Shane. He's going to play at Auburn and at Alabama this season.
Or he's already played Auburn, right?
Yes, right. He played earlier in the year.
He'll go to Tuscaloosa. He'll play against Alabama. And then you mentioned Keyshawn playing against Clemson. He's going to play against Georgia.
That's right. He's played against Notre Dame. I mean, that's awesome stuff right there.
Well, I'll throw something else at you guys. Keyshawn Freeman, the Freeman cousin, Eli Shepard, played at Lafayette Christian. He's at Tennessee Chattanooga right now.
That's awesome.
So there's a lot of good quality football player that comes out of Troup County, I tell you what.
They've always had a joke around here that said if they ever put all three high schools together, they'd never lose a game. And I kind of believe them.
Yeah. No, it would be a powerhouse. A total powerhouse.
You might be able to go over there like Grayson and say, "What's up, Grayson? See what you got." And then speaking of the Freemans, we got one more Freeman, Jacob Freeman, our wide receiver, number 17, and he's had a heck of a year, and he's already getting looked at by teams like Oregon, because of his speed and versatility. So the Freeman family's been awesome for the Callaway Cavaliers, and they're a great family. All of those guys just mean a lot to us, and we're really thankful for everything they've done for the Callaway Cavaliers.
No doubt about it. So we've got about 2 minutes until we start the second half. So we'll take another break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Tara, are you okay?
Yes, I can't believe you found me. I have car trouble, and there you are.
Yeah, that's State Farm's 24/7 access.
It's like we have this mental telepathy, you know?
Well, you did start filing your claim with your mobile device. You can access State Farm on your phone, online, even in person at one of the 18,000 neighborhood
State Farm offices, see? Mental telepathy.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Connect telepathically with Agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle 103.
All right, guys, here we go. Start of the second half here. Callaway on top of Jordan 35-0. Hunter Williamson set to kick off, and I've noticed with Hunter handling the kicking chores, Andrew, it's been a lot of the sky kicks to the right side of the field, whereas Noah, could kick it a little bit deeper. But we'll see how this continues to work for the Cavs. Again, there's that sky kick to the right side, and it's caught at the 28.
He's got some blocking.
Takes it across the field, out across the 30, and he's still on his feet up to midfield and into Callaway territory, Andrew.
Yeah, and you don't like that start there to Coach Wiggins, kind of putting his hands up right there. Not a good job on the tackling effort there on the second half kickoff.
So Jordan's going to have the ball inside Callaway territory here to start the third quarter. And the Cavalier defense has played really well tonight, obviously, with a 35-0 score. But it's really been the guys up front just clogging the middle of that line.
You see Jacob Freeman going in to play that left cornerback position. Courtney Williams back at safety.
All right, Emmanuel Mann works from the shotgun. There's a snap, fakes a give, wants to throw that quick. I guess it's like a seam route just right up the middle of the field, Andrew.
Yeah, a little RPO action right there. And, Nate, I'm sure you can tell us from the coaching aspect, that RPO is really hard to defend, especially if you're putting the ball in the money.
All right.
It is.
Pass incomplete brings up second down and 10 now for Jordan. And they break the huddle with about 14 seconds to go on the play clock. Emmanuel Mann working from the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. They bring a guy in motion, dive play to the tailback. Actually, the quarterback follows his tailback, gets back up to the original line, Andrew.
Yeah, good penetration there by the Callaway defensive front. Brings up a third down, and Nate, check your phone. I was told to tell you that by the higher up, so you're good.
Third down, Jordan.
All right, third down, and looks like they gave him a yard. Third down and 9 now for the Red Jackets. And again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Emmanuel Mann works from the shotgun. There's the snap.
Oh, busted play.
Busted play. He's wanting to throw it.
Pick it.
And it's batted up in the air.
Oh, man.
Good job right there by number 61 for the Cavaliers. That's Travis Music. Got his hands on the ball.
Pass goes incomplete.
It brings up a 4th down, and decision time right here for Jordan. You know, it's start of the second. I thought we had running clock.
The coach has a choice here with the running clock in the 3rd quarter. It's mandatory in the 4th quarter, guys. And they would choose to run regular clock rules through the 3rd quarter at this point in the season. And I would go for it on 4th down if I were them as well.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes sense. Trying to get the most out of this final game.
All right, here's the 3rd down and 9 now. Again from the gun. Quarterback drops straight back, wants to throw, throws it down the right side of the field.
Nothing.
And overshoots everybody down around the 10-yard line. So the Cavalier offense will come out, take over at the Callaway 49, Andrew.
Yes, and great job by safety Courtney Williams there, just cutting the wide receiver off from his route, not going for the pick, just letting it fall incomplete and allowing Callaway to take over at midfield.
All right, well, you're going to get your look here at the freshman Demetrius Coleman.
Yeah, it looks like they'll give him the
we're
nod.
We're going to see a lot of him tonight, Andrew.
Yeah, we got a bright future with this young man, and he's such a good athlete and such a good kid, so I'm really glad to see him getting this opportunity.
All right, Demetrius comes in under center.
He's out there with the ones, too, so this will be interesting.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There's a snap, and there's a give.
I think he fumbled it.
And that was to Jalen Shepard, number 28.
It's like Callaway gets it back.
Okay.
And we did get back on it. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 12 now.
That's one thing you're going to see, too, when you have a new quarterback out there is, you know, maybe he hands the ball off just a little bit differently than Kedrick does or takes the snap a little bit different. So,
all right, looks like Eric Hines now checks into the game.
2nd down.
At tailback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left here. 9:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. Demetrius is going to watch that play clock dwindle down. There's a snap. Fakes a give, rolls to his right, wants to throw. And he's got a man down the sideline. Number 33 for the Cavaliers was open, Lamarcio Brooks. They just cannot hook up down around the 23-yard line. Pass falls incomplete.
And that wasn't a bad pass right there. He kind of put it where only his guy maybe had a shot at it. Maybe led him a little bit too much out of bounds, but I like his thinking right there. You know, only guy that's going to have an opportunity to catch this ball is my guy, and don't have to worry about the defender.
All right, 3rd down and 12 now for the Cavaliers. Demetrius Coleman breaks the huddle. Cavaliers head to the line with about 10 on the play clock. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left now. It looks like Jalen Shepard back in at tailback. There's a snap, toss to Jalen over the right side. He makes a cut across the middle of the field. Gets up to the 50, inside Jordan territory, down around the 48.
Not a bad carry there by Jalen. So brings up a 4th and a long 4 right there. So we'll see the Cavaliers go to punt the football right here.
All right, Hunter Williamson in the punt. He's going to be standing around his own 37-yard line. And it looks like number 27, Mr. Do-It-All, Leonard Hill for Jordan, down around the 14-yard line. There's a snap.
Good punt.
High punt. Bounces down around the 20, inside the 10, out of bounds at the 7. So a great job of executing there by the Cavalier punt team.
Yeah, great punt. Got a lot of height on it and able to get that little 9-iron roll and go right outside the out of bounds marker right there. So Callaway defense set up with good field position.
All right, and they're actually spotting the ball now around the 19, Andrew. I think they're saying it hit a Callaway player there.
Oh, it's possible.
Before it bounced
There's a lot
down.
of traffic down there, too. So, nonetheless, great punt there by the Callaway special teams unit. So, looks like we've still got a good mixture of 1s and 2s out there on defense.
All right, here comes Jordan from the 19. There's a snap give to the tailback just straight up the middle. He gets about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, nice surge there by Jordan right there. And you're starting to see them maybe start running the ball downhill a little bit more, maybe lean on that big offensive line. The zone read really hasn't worked tonight.
All right, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Again, Emmanuel Mann, the Jordan quarterback works from the shotgun. There's a snap. Fakes a give. Quick hitter out to the right side.
Good tackle.
And tackled immediately by the Cavaliers at about the 21-yard line.
And that's a good job by the young Cavaliers right there making a tackle in the open field. So it brings up a 3rd and a long 7 here for the Jordan offense. And we'll see if the young pups can force a 3-and-out.
All right, 3rd down and about 7 right here. Again, Jordan's going to work from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. And Emmanuel Mann from the shotgun. 10 on the play clock. There's a snap, fakes a give, and he's going to throw it down the right side.
Man, overshot
and he overshot him again. So big arm there from the quarterback. He's kind of led him a little too far every pass tonight, it seems like.
Yeah, he's got a great arm, and it's like we were talking about earlier, with the RPOs, man. If you can just put that ball in the money, you got a big weapon with that quarterback, and he's got a solid arm.
All right, so with 7:28 to go here in the 3rd quarter, looks like Jacob Freeman is going to drop back around his own 37-yard line.
See what he can do with the ball in the open field.
Number 17, Jacob Freeman.
That's a false.
There's the snap. There's the punt. I'm not sure the referees know. That ball bounces down around the 46.
I think they're just letting it go there, guys. We'll be here all night.
Down to the 47-yard line.
First down, Cavaliers.
All right, Callaway now back out on the field on offense. A lot of new faces out there, Andrew. I see 31 out there for the Cavaliers, and that is Jawan Elder. And I see number 29 out there, Eric Hines.
And number 30, Marcus Mormon, out there as well for the Cavaliers. And tell you what, you like to see these young pups come out here and execute at a high level in a game like this.
All right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left here for Demetrius Coleman. There's a snap, toss to the right side. He gets out across the 50,
move.
Makes a cut at the 40.
Close to a first down.
Looks like he gets up to about the 42-yard line, or they're going to mark him back at the 44, so he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, good play on the toss right there. And Nate, like we were talking about earlier too, I mean, you want to see execution. It's nice to see the young JV Cavaliers coming out and executing in a varsity game.
That was a nice little cut there and a nice run on first down. Hey, I got a special guest here with me here on the sideline. I got Mike Spate with Calumet Bank here. And how you doing, Mike?
I'm great. How about you?
Enjoying Cavalier football this evening?
Absolutely. From the first half, it's been quite entertaining. 35-0. That's a pretty good score.
Got a play coming up here. Let's watch this.
All right, there's a snap. There's a give to the tailback, Eric Hines. Trying to make a guy miss. Looks like he's going to lose about 2, maybe 3 yards. So how many games has Mike been to this year? Any of the Troop or LaGrange or Callaway games?
Now, Mike, this is a question from up in the booth. How many games have you been to? Has this been their first Callaway game? Or are you trying to get through all? Because Calumet's been involved with local high school football here this year, and we appreciate that, supporting high school football. Have you been around to see all the talent here that is in Troop County?
Heard a lot about Callaway all year. This is actually my first game of getting to see it live, and I've been very impressed with what I've seen.
Yeah, Coach Wiggins has done a great job. Looks like you got a pretty good frame here, and we actually met at the Gridiron Club, which is probably supposed to be a secret, but we've talked about football. We've talked about football quite a bit. What were your football days like?
1977 was the end of them, and about 3 years I played a little bit.
It's just one of those things. You cannot ever do over high school football. One of the great experiences of my life and a great experience here in these kids' lives. And we just thank you so much, Mike, for being here. And prediction here at the end of the game.
Oh, catch it. Oh, man.
We almost had a touchdown.
I think we might get a little PI.
Nothing. Looks like we're playing time for the playoffs coming up. And I'll say we'll probably get 1 to 2 more scores, maybe 42-0. I don't know, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good thing. They're able to move the ball. These JV kids are able to move the ball pretty well. And I think Coach Wiggins and the rest of the staff here, a lot of red and black shirts out here, red shirts, black pants, but they can't do it without the support of the local community. What do you feel that you bring to the local community, or your organization brings to the local community?
Well, Nate, thank you for asking, but we basically like to treat people the way we want to be treated. We had a lady that came in this week to open an account, and I asked her what brought her in, and she said she just moved down here, and she was working for a local establishment. She brought her because nice to her when they came back to open it. That's what we're here for, and we just appreciate the fact of being associated with Cavalier football, and go Cavs.
Exactly, go Cavs, and we thank you for being here, Mike. So we'll get the handshake in here, and you go back up to those stands, grab some popcorn and boiled peanuts if you're so inclined, if they're still selling them, and enjoy Cavalier football. Thanks for sampling tonight.
Thank you, Nate. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Back to you guys.
All right, 5:27 to go here in the third quarter. Callaway facing a 3rd down and 4 after an incomplete pass from Demetrius Coleman down to Everett Duffy. There's a give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield.
Yeah, Jordan did a good job on the play, getting penetration, able to. Oh, he may have a personal foul penalty. We'll just see who it's on here. May see offsetting.
I think it's something that somebody said, and I think it's a big number 44 there in the middle of that defense.
That's
popped off of the mouth, something foolish. Nobody was around him, and that flag went up from the umpire right in the middle of the field. Just lack of discipline right there, guys.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier in the broadcast, Nate. 2-7 on the season, and maybe a little frustrated right here. Got undisciplined and running the mouth, and that's back-to-back 15-yard penalties there for Jordan. It sets up Callaway 1st down at the Jordan 36-yard line. So keeps the drive alive for the Cavaliers.
All right, 5:11 to go here in the third quarter. Callaway with a 35-0.
Looks like we might be able to snap the ball before they get all their guys on the field.
All right, there's the snap. Demetrius rolls to his right. Backside pressure, loses the football. And let's see who gets on it. Looks like Jordan
got it.
Recovers at the 45-yard line. So after the unsportsmanlike, Callaway gives it right back to Jordan. And it don't look like we're going to ever get out of this third quarter, Andrew.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of just a little bit of comedy of errors at this point. But, that's a learning point for Demetrius, too. You got to be able to kind of feel that backside pressure and protect that football and not carry it so loosely. But he'll learn. He'll get better.
Here's the dilemma, guys. Do you put your starting defense in? This is the coaching side again. Do you get into the fourth quarter to ensure that you have running clock, or do you put your young guys out there and possibly give up a score, therefore having to go more plays? It's always a dilemma.
Yeah, I think we saw a couple weeks ago against Temple. We gave up 21 points, but 14 of those were late in the game by the younger guys, and you're okay with that, especially if those guys are getting experience.
That's true.
All right, there's a snap. Quarterback's going to
good
keep it right up
read.
the middle of the field. Gets out across the 40, down to the 30, and they're trying to tackle him, and they do. Down around
Good
the
effort.
11-yard line, Andrew.
Yeah, and the zone read finally works when you take the ones out, but that was an impressive play there by Jordan, able to get deep into Callaway territory, and hats off for the Callaway defender staying with him and able to bring him down before he could score. So sets up Jordan. Looks like they're a little short. Looks like they're going to be 1st and 10 from their 13-yard line, excuse me.
Just lets you show that last play shows you the depth of speed that Callaway really has this year.
All right, on 1st down, again, man from the shotgun. There's the jet. Number 1 trying to get outside. He does. Makes a guy miss down at the 2 and dives into the end zone.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Jordan Red Jacket with 3:54 to go in the third.
Yeah, Kevin Leckelberry down from LaGrange St. Louis. He called holding on that play, just like you guys did.
Yeah, that looked like he got a nice little block there on the outside, but nonetheless, Jordan scores from 14 yards out, and the Callaway shutout is spoiled, and looks like Coach Hubbard doesn't have to buy donuts.
Man.
Golly.
He's had to buy him a couple of times this year.
He spoiled us earlier in the season, shutting out everybody, and hasn't had to buy him lately. So maybe he's saving a shutout for the playoffs.
All right, here's the kicker.
High snap.
And he is going to punt the ball from the 10-yard. He punted the ball from the 10 into the end zone.
If he had dropped it and kicked it, if the ball had touched the ground and then he kicked it, it still would have been good for an extra point.
Yeah, I believe the last time we saw that in a game, Doug Flutie did it for the Patriots. I think it was. Oh man, I can't remember.
It was 2007.
2007. Doug Flutie kicked a drop kick extra point in an NFL game, and that was pretty cool to see. I think even Belichick may have smiled after that when it happened too.
Well, I'll tell you, the last time it happened in Droop County was October 28th, 2016, because we actually attempted a drop kick.
Wow.
At Lafayette Christian.
Did it work?
It was just wide left. I still contest to this day that it was good, but when the officiating crew is giddy with laughter because they had never seen one before, you know you did something actually fun.
Well, you spoke that you're down there with Kevin Eckelberry, and man, he does an awesome job covering local sports for the LaGrange Daily News, and I mean he's all over the place, and he's the hardest working man in Droop County news, in my opinion. He's all over the place, and while he's down there telling me, we said hello and thanks for everything he does.
I sure will, guys. I only like talking to him when we win, though.
That's right.
All right, 3:54 to go here in the third quarter. Jordan gets on the board, 35-6 your score now. And here is the kickoff taken around the 30-yard line, and he's going to be brought down at the 35, and that looked like number 38, DeQuarius Bonner.
Yeah, good job picking up the little squib kick. Callaway's offense will have a favorable field position, so we got about 3 minutes, 48 seconds, and I think, did we lose the running clock going into the fourth quarter, Shane? I think we did. So let's see if we can possibly put a scoring drive together and get that touchdown back.
Yes, you would not have a running clock at this point.
37. He just caught the ball.
Looks like Callaway's going to split, go into an I set with twins to the right. A toss sweep, takes the handoff off right end, and he's got some good blocking. Picks up about 4 yards on the play for the Cavaliers, and that was number 28, Jalen Shepard, on the carry for the Cavaliers on the toss sweep. So picks up about 5 yards on the toss sweep to the right side, so good positive play for the Callaway offense. So we got Demetrius going over to see Coach Napier get the play. Going back into the huddle. It's about 3 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Callaway breaks the huddle I formation, twins to the left. Takes a snap. It's a quick handoff to the fullback. He's got a lot of room. He's running down to the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds at the Jordan 38-yard line. And I'm trying to check
Jabari Smith, and who did he look like? Who have we seen tote that football like that wearing number 10?
Golly, a lot of good players. Jabril Jackson and Therius Tigner come to mind. I got a great opportunity to play with Therius in high school, and he's one of the greatest players I've ever seen play the game, man. I'll never forget he single-handedly took us to Lamar County, and I swear to God that field was uphill both ways over there in Barnesville, that old stadium they had over there, and single-handedly won that football game for us. So it looks like Demetrius coming back to the huddle. We'll turn this play over here to the legendary Shane Andrews.
From the 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Looks like Coach Wiggins wants to use a timeout right here. 2:42 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout with him. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavaliers football.
Catch it.
All right, on first down, Demetrius Coleman rolls to his right, hits number 32, Sadarian Sheely, down around the 24-yard line. Good hookup there, Andrew.
Yeah, great hookup. Long extended play action to the right side. Demetrius does a good job rolling out and hitting his guy in stride. And that's one thing Demetrius has done a good job of this year is being able to throw accurate passes while on the run. Love to see that from the young freshman quarterback. So sets up shop at the Jordan 23-yard line.
Here's Demetrius under center. Takes a snap, toss out to the left
some room.
side. Around the 20, makes a cut. Man. Looks like they're going to get us for a hold.
Yep.
And that was number 28, Jalen Shepard, for the Cavaliers with a good run.
Yeah, he cut back against the grain. I think the wide receiver out there may have reached back and grabbed the Jordan defender. So, unfortunately, that'll be a 10-yard penalty for the Cavaliers. But nice, impressive run right there by number 28 for the Cavaliers, Jalen Shepard, who is also a freshman. So, future is bright for this Callaway Cavalier football program.
All right, Cavaliers backed up to the 28-yard line now. Going to bring up first down and about 13, it looks like, Andrew.
Yeah, lots of options right here. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe we try to go to the air right here, try to get Demetrius on the edge, maybe give him an opportunity maybe to run the football or throw it.
All right, here's Demetrius, takes a snap, gives to the tailback.
I think he got him.
Looks like he got about a yard maybe.
Yeah, good penetration by the Jordan defensive front, able to make contact in the backfield. So that's going to set up a second and long here for the Cavaliers.
We give to number 29, that's Eric Hines.
It looks like everybody's carrying the ball tonight for the Cavaliers. I think we've had 6 or 7 different people tote the rock tonight.
Minute 40 to go here in the third quarter. Demetrius gets the play call from Coach Napier, heads into the huddle. With about 13 on the play clock, the Callaway Cavaliers break to the line. 2 receivers to the right. I formation right here. Again, Jalen Shepard in at tailback. There's a snap, fakes a give, rolls to his right, throws it across the middle of the field, and he threw it up.
Oh, he almost caught it. I think he caught it.
He did catch that.
Did he just pull a Julian Edelman?
Wow, number 25 right there, Jameer Jones.
What a catch.
The Callaway Cavaliers. It looked like the safety was in perfect position to make an interception. Both players went up to fight for it. The ball was batted up in the air, and Jameer with a great catch.
And look at Coach Hubbard going and doing a chest bump on the sideline. That was an impressive catch right there, and it kind of reminiscent of that Julian Edelman catch in the Super Bowl.
Very similar. Definitely an ill-advised pass in that case, but just one of those great things about high school football. Sometimes it just works out.
Yeah.
And we saw Kedrick make that same throw earlier, and he overthrew DQ out of the back of the end zone. There's a pitch to the tailback, and he loses the football.
Did we get back on? I think Jordan may
have. Jordan has the ball.
Yep, Jordan has it.
And that may be a case of what I talked about earlier. The surface of that ball is just ever so slightly slick, and because that ball just slipped right out of his hands.
Yeah, another learning experience there for the young Callaway offense. Nonetheless, 35-6, about 36 seconds left here in this third quarter, and see if this young defense will get a stop.
Well, the young offense for the Cavaliers
That's a nice
drive
little
the ball
drive.
down into deep inside Jordan territory, and can't come up with any points, but promising drive.
Yeah, and you almost wonder too, with it being a 29-point game right here, if Jordan punches it in here, maybe we might see some ones go back in.
All right, here's Emmanuel Mann from the gun. Quick screen out to the right side. Good job right there, number 39, Bonner for the Callaway Cavaliers.
Yeah, good pursuit right there. A good job of wrapping up and tackling him in the backfield right there. So sets up a second and long right here for Jordan. And great job of play recognition there, too, by the young Cavs.
And it looks like that is going to do it for the third quarter. So everybody's going to hold those fours up, and we'll get ready for this fourth quarter. Callaway with a 35-6 lead here, trying to put the finishing touches on this regular season, shooting to be 9-1 and secure that 2 seed and host a playoff game here Friday night. We will take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows. No matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
If you're a renter, you may never know why your landlord starts lawn care at 7 a.m. every Sunday. Or why your car is the goal line for the neighbor kids' soccer games. You may also not know State Farm can save you hundreds by combining your auto and renter's insurance. So protect your car and your stuff with one good neighbor, your State Farm agent. It could save you time and money. One more way, we're here to help life go right.
Visit your LaGrange State Farm agent, Mabel Smith Sharp, online at letmabelquote.com.
Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange. Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. The action continues now with more Callaway Cavalier football.
Welcome back, everybody, to the fourth quarter. Jordan driving right now has run 3 plays and picked up a first down. So we have a second and short right here. Jordan shotgun gives the ball off left tackle on the jet sweep. Looks like he's close to the first down. He just needed to get 3 yards for the first down, and he's close to the sticks. We'll see where they mark it.
Like Jalen Shepard, number 28 for the Cavaliers, made the tackle.
Looks like he picked up the first down for Jordan, so Jordan will have a first down and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, just a simple stretch play out there to the left side, Andrew, and he got just enough for a first down.
It's a nice-looking play. So it looks like Jordan's going to break the huddle, trips to the right, single wide receiver to the left in the shotgun. Takes a snap. It looks like he's going to hand the ball off straight ahead. Ball carrier's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play before he's met by a host of Cavaliers.
Yeah, the defensive front there for the Cavs in the middle. Clogging it up right there just like they've done all night, Andrew.
Yeah, good job by the Callaway defensive line. So it brings up a second and a long 8 here for Jordan. They're pulling up. Callaway bringing in some more subs, some more young guys. So Jordan will break the huddle. Same formation, trips to the right, single wide to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Quarterback giving a cadence. Takes the snap, drops back. He's going to throw a screen pass out here to the right side. He's got a couple of blocks. And Callaway makes a tackle about 1.5 yards short of the first down. I believe that was 71 on the tackle, Austin Thomas, for the Callaway Cavaliers. That brings up a third down and we'll call it a long yard. right here, Shane.
Yeah, 3rd down and 1 after the Leonard Hill catch.
It's like Jordan will break the huddle in the shotgun again. Twins right, Twins left. Jordan takes the shotgun snap. Looks like the quarterback's going to keep it straight ahead, and he picks up the 1st down after running for about 6 yards on the play. So Jordan keeps the chains moving on a kind of a slow, methodical drive right here. And Nate, it seems like Jordan's gotten the running game going by going right at this Callaway defense.
Well, yeah, they have, and the zone option and the read option is a little bit different angle that really brings it really more straight down on the defense.
Jordan takes the snap. He's got a lot of pressure on him. Callaway's chasing, giving chase, and we'll bring him down. Almost a sack on the play. Looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage right there, so it brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Callaway Cavaliers. So number 44 on the tackle, Lequiz Gilbert. Good job there by the Callaway defense.
No gain on the play. Bring up
forcing them back to the line of scrimmage, Shane.
The young guys really pursuing the football well here for the Cavaliers. Getting some pretty meaningful snaps here.
And let's see. Looks like Jordan's going to line up once again to that trips formation. Trips to the right, single wide to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He rolls out to his right. He throws it deep. He's got a man, and he catches it for a touchdown. Is that number 27?
That's number 27, Leonard Hill. He's done it all for him tonight.
Leonard Hill, and that makes the score 35. Jordan 12 pending the PAT. And Nate, that was a pretty ball right there. He put enough air under it to beat 2 defenders to the pylon.
Well, I think we've alluded to this a lot, that Emmanuel Mann has not had an abundance of and he finally had enough time to put that nice arc on the ball to drop it in over the shoulder for the touchdown.
That's right. And when you get that RPO going, it's really hard to defend. So got a flag on the play right here. We'll see what the call is. Legal substitution against Jordan. So that'll back them up 5 yards for the PAT here. Make the kick just a little bit harder. So
and more special teams problems.
That's right. In case you're wondering back at home, me and Shane like to keep things interesting. So I'll be doing a little play-by-play. He's going to do a little color. So we're just trying to keep it interesting for you listeners back at home.
No doubt about it.
High snap.
Got to be versatile.
Jordan up back's going to run, and it looks like he'll be tackled short.
Great job. That was not even close. Cavaliers really moved well on that.
Yeah, great job by the Callaway field goal unit. And Jordan trying to get in for a 2-point conversion. So with 7:10 left in the 4th quarter, Callaway leads Jordan 35-12. We'll take you back to the station for a timeout. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue in LaGrange and in Hamilton.
Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Jordan kicks the ball off to number 25 for the Cavaliers, Jamari Jones, the 10th grade wide receiver. He's able to take it out just short of the 25-yard line for the Callaway Cavaliers, and that's where this offense will set up shop. And Shane, what have been impressions here in the second half of Demetrius Coleman here at quarterback?
He's played well. Looks real composed. You mentioned earlier, got to feel the backside pressure. Doesn't look like he's been rattled. Had the turnover, and then he came right back out. And they've had some good drives. You just want to see them once they get in that red zone finish.
That's right. Callaway breaks the huddle, going offset I. Tight end's going to flip to the right side of the formations. We got twins to the left. Coleman under center. He takes the snap. He's going to toss it to the left side. We got a little room right here. He might pick up about 5-6 yards on the toss sweep right there. And that was number 13 for the Cavaliers, Antonez Blunt.
Jalen Shepard around the left side, forced out of bounds.
Excuse me, Jalen Shepard. Blunt was the lead blocker. So picks up about 6 yards on the play for the Cavaliers. So 2nd and 4 for the Young Bucks.
You can certainly tell the difference between Cartavius in there and DJ in there.
Absolutely.
It's not quite the burst at the when you get around that corner, but it's coming. You can tell it's going to be there.
Coming.
It's coming, absolutely. And the young guys have really had a lot of success here with the toss sweep. So Callaway under center in the I formation. A straight handoff, looks like to the fullback, and he may be a tad bit short or maybe at the first down marker. Looks like he may have enough for a first down here, Shane.
They're going to go ahead and give it to the Cavaliers right there.
We give to number 10, Jabari
So
Smith.
2 plays and 10 yards. Good start here for the Baby Cavs.
That's right. And number 10, Jabari Smith on the carry, a sophomore running back and linebacker. And we've seen a lot of 9th graders and sophomores making plays here in the second half, and it's a pretty good start here to the drive. Callaway, I formation, twins to the right side of the formation. Coleman under center. He takes the snap. He's going to toss it to the right side, making a move, and it looks like Jordan's going to wrap us up in the backfield for about a 3-yard loss on the play. So good penetration right there for the Jordan defensive front.
Yeah, and that was number 29, Eric Hines.
Not a whole lot of room there
with the carry. And it looks like number 72, Zach Neighbors, is in at center now.
Yeah,
for the Cavs. Curious to see how well Zach does.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of young guys in this game.
He's the number 2. He's our backup center as of right now. He's not a number 3 anymore.
That's right, with the injury. So looks like Callaway, a little confusion on the play. Once again, going to go to the I formation under center. Got a split left, split right. Demetrius under center. He's going to take the snap. Looks like he's going to play fake, roll to his right. He's going to throw it deep downfield into double coverage. We'll see if our receiver can make a play. And right out of his hands.
That was number 25, Jameer Jones, down around the 28-yard line. Pass fell incomplete.
I tell you what, Demetrius is not afraid to let it rip there. Nate
stood in there and took the hit.
That's right. Stood in there, took the hit, and threw the ball deep downfield.
You know, quarterback's a tough position to play. I mean, it's the prima donna position. You can make all those throw all those cliches, but you're asking a young man to sit out there, throw the ball, and be accurate, and then also have really huge guys come at you really hard and try to destroy you. And you know, it takes a lot of guts to play quarterback, and he showed it right there.
That's right. Well, Callaway breaks the huddle again in the I formation. It looks like Coach Napier wants a timeout. So with about 5:23 left on the field, Callaway takes a timeout, so we'll send it back to the station for a quick break. We're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Would like to invite you to
Jim Thornton is running for re-election as mayor. He's proven he will do the hard work necessary to improve LaGrange.
I'm Jim Thornton, and I've worked to bring new jobs, new businesses, and new amenities to our town, and to make LaGrange a safe and vibrant city. I'm proud of our record. There's always more work to do to keep LaGrange moving forward. That's why I'm running for a second term.
Early voting has started and continues until November 3rd. Election day is Tuesday, November 7th. This is a critical election. Let's re-elect Jim Thornton as mayor of LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Callaway Cavalier football.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We've got 5:23 left here at Callaway Stadium in the fourth quarter. Callaway leads Jordan 35-12. So Callaway, after the timeout, break the huddle in the I formation. Demetrius Coleman under center takes the snap. Looks like he's going to play action fake, roll out to his left. He's going to throw it downfield into. Oh, he had a man. It looks like we might get a defensive holding. We'll see it. We'll see what the official says here. But the defender may have got there a tad bit too late, Nate. I don't know if you could have seen it from your angle, but
I think it was the trail coverage. There was some underneath coverage that really weren't part of the play, but that trailing coverage, and the ball was underthrown. The receiver's trying to make his way back, and he kept driving on his way through, and that's holding and interference every time.
Yeah, and that's so tough for a defender, you know, in the age of that back shoulder throw and everything to have to be able to play that underthrown football and not, you know, have pass interference.
Yeah, even I wouldn't argue that call.
So,
and I like to argue. I tend to be argumentative.
Penalty so. Against Jordan.
Well, Jordan will be flagged for pass interference on the play, so it brings up a first down for the Cavaliers at their 45-yard line. The Cavs will break the huddle. Going under center again is Demetrius Coleman. He's got twin wide receivers to the left side. Goes under center, takes the snap. He's going to toss it to the left side. Ball carries, got a lot of room. He's got some good blocking. He picks up 10, 15, 20, 22 yards on the carry for number 28. Jalen Shepard, the freshman running back. So great little toss sweep right there, Shane.
I like when Jalen runs it. He holds that ball high and tight, and he knew when to deliver a blow right there.
That's
got
right.
an extra 3 or 4 yards after contact. So great run there.
Yeah, great job on the blocking there by the young Cavaliers. And like I said before, Nate, they've had a lot of success with the toss sweep here in the second half.
You know, Vince Lombardi was a great coach based on the toss sweep, and sometimes you can't wreck a great thing. It's a great play.
But Demetrius goes back under center, twins to the right. We're going to toss it to that right side, and he's got a lot of room over there. He's going to pick up 10, 11, 12 yards before he's wrapped up by a Jordan defender, but nonetheless, the Cavaliers will pick up a first down on the play on another toss sweep.
Boy, great lead block on that play from down here on the field level. Who's the fullback, number 38?
Absolutely, number 38, DeQuarius Bonner, the junior wide receiver linebacker, did a great job on the lead block, like you said, Nate, and he was able to allow Eric Hines to pick up 12 yards in the first down. So Callaway sets up shop inside Jordan territory at their 24-yard line. Coleman goes under center, twins to the left. He takes a snap, direct handoff. He's got a couple of defenders to beat. It looks like he's going to be tackled maybe for about a 1-yard loss on the play for Callaway. Set up a second and 11, so Eric Hines will lose 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, just tough sledding there for Eric off the left side. Like 3 or 4 of the defenders for Jordan broke through the line and met him in the backfield.
So one of the great things about that play, though, and people don't really understand this, is you minimize your loss. He made a cut so they wouldn't lose 2 yards. It's better to lose 1 yard than 2 yards always, and that's good coaching right there, and that's good receiving of coaching to put that into play.
That's right, and just kind of take your loss and live to fight another day right there. Demetrius is going to break the huddle, go under center in the I formation, twins to the right. Demetrius tosses the ball to right to number 28. He's got a huge hole. Maybe to pick up about 7 yards on the play, I'll say, Shane, and another good job there on the toss sweep for Callaway.
I'll tell you what, Jalen Shepard, number 28 for the Cavalier, he's not afraid to tote that football. He's probably the closest thing we got right now to resembling those 3 guys that normally run the ball for us.
That's right, and there's a lot of the future's bright at the tailback position. You know, you lose DJ Atkins this year, but next year Cartavius Bigsby, another 10th grader, will be joined by these young stable of backs, and Callaway keeps that tradition alive of kind of being tailback U. So, let's see, for Callaway. Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Cavaliers. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. Demetrius Coleman under center, twins to the right. Looks like he's going to roll out to his left. He's got a lot of room to run. He picks up a first down and more, and he's going to be tackled inside the 10-yard line, down to the 5. Demetrius Coleman on the bootleg right there, Shane, picking up the first down and a lot more.
That's scary for a defense right there.
That's right.
He's a good-looking athlete, man. He's going to do some good stuff for Callaway. There ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah, future's bright at the quarterback position for the Cavaliers. So that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Cavaliers at the 5-yard line. 2:18 left in the game. Callaway leads 35-12, but the young Cavs are knocking on the door.
And they want to get in right here. Demetrius wants his touchdown bad. There's no doubt.
Takes the snap. He's going to pitch it. I think that was Shepard again on the carry. He may have picked up a yard, Shane.
Good job right there by Shepard just to even keep that ball. You know, had to reach out with one hand to secure it.
And the toss is really hard, especially when you get down in the red area like this to execute, because it's just so condensed down there. There's not a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, especially on the weak side of the field.
That's right. So we're going to bring up a 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Callaway breaks the huddle. I formation, twins to the right side. Coleman sets up shop under center. Takes a snap. Looks like I'm going to direct handoff. And looks like Jordan did a good job of penetrating on the play.
That was a sloppy handoff right there, and Callaway did a good job of just getting back on the ball and not losing possession.
Well, hats off to the Cavaliers on the play, Shane, but nonetheless, that brings up a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line right here. What you thinking? Maybe a rolling, getting Demetrius on the perimeter?
Minute and 11 to go right here. The offense, the young guys have worked really hard on all their possessions this half.
That's right.
Trying to get the ball in the end zone. You'd love to see these guys, get to celebrate a touchdown right here. They've certainly worked for it.
Go fake toss boot, absolutely.
With Demetrius under center, twins to the right side. And he's going to toss it, and we may have most of the Cavaliers.
Yeah, receiver never gets it.
And we may have a face mask against Jordan, too, so these may offset, and we may replay third down here, Nate.
It could be a horse collar call as well.
We'll see what the official decision is here on the two flags, but we do have a pre-snap penalty against the Cavaliers. Waiting the official call. So we have a false start against the Cavaliers. Personal foul, horse collar tackle against the Jordan Red Jackets. So those will offset, and we will replay third down. So good eyes down there, Nate, to pick up the horse collar tackle.
Well, they've adapted the horse collar tackle a little bit this year, and you can grab around the collar, but you can't change the direction of the runner, because sometimes if you grab and you just push in the direction they're going to let that go, because it's really not a safety issue. But that definitely was. He got slung, and that's how people get blown out knees and broken legs.
Yeah, especially on this turf. So we've got 31 seconds left in the game. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Coleman under center. He's going to take the snap, a direct handoff. No, he keeps it, rolls out. He's got room, and Demetrius Coleman will score a touchdown on the bootleg, faking out everybody. So great job getting him on the perimeter. And he scores on a play that we saw Dylan Johnson run a lot last year, Shane.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's impressive, though, is Demetrius Coleman and Jalen Shepard, both of those guys not afraid to cut the ball back across the grain and work back towards the middle of the field, and it paid off right there for Demetrius.
Yeah, great job by Demetrius taking the ball 3 yards out, and with 15 seconds left in the game, Callaway leads 41-12 pending the extra point. So Callaway lines up here for the extra point. Looks like number 70 is going to do the kicking for the Cavaliers, Shane. The kick is up, and is it good? It is good, and Callaway converts on the extra point. Callaway leads 42-12 here with 15 seconds left. So let's take a quick 30-second break back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Attention steak lovers, your chance to buy awesome steaks right here in LaGrange is at B's Meat Market of LaGrange. They'll be opening their doors Saturday, November 4th. A premier full-service butcher shop offering beef, pork, and chicken that will be cut fresh daily to your exact liking. B's Meat Market of LaGrange will offer everything from individual cuts of meats to bulk packages for large gatherings. Tell your friends and family and your neighbors that Saturday, November 4th is the big day. B's Meat Market of LaGrange.
Now back to the field for more Callaway Cavalier football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Previously, Demetrius Coleman took the quarterback boot around right in for a 3-yard touchdown run, and the extra point was good. So your Cavaliers are on top 42-12 over the Jordan Red Jackets. So Callaway lines up here for a kick. About 15 seconds left in this game, so might have time for a kick and one more play. Callaway kicks it off. It's going to be a squib kick. Jordan's going to pick it up about the 19-yard line. They're running to the near side of the field. He's got some room to the 30, to the 40. He's at the 50-yard line, crosses the 50 to the Callaway 45-yard line, and that will bring about 3 seconds left. So Jordan will have time for one more play. What do you think right here, Shane?
One more play right here. Jordan's going to try to get the ball in the end zone, obviously. 42-12 your score. I'll tell you what, it's been all Callaway tonight. Obviously the first string, offense and defense came out and did what they were supposed to do.
That's right.
So everything's looking good heading into the playoffs next week.
That's right. Looks like Callaway's going to take a quick timeout, maybe try to get these young guys set, maybe remind them, hey, if Jordan takes a shot, don't let these guys get behind you and give up a cheap touchdown late in the game. So, Nate, right here in this situation, from a defensive back position, what are you telling these guys right here?
Nothing behind you. And you really might have to play the jump ball in this field position with this quarterback. He's going to be able to launch it into the end zone, knock it down if you get a chance. It's not necessarily conventional wisdom. If you get a chance to put your hands on a ball, put your hands on the ball, get on the ground.
That's right.
If you possess the ball, they don't possess the ball, and that's the whole thing you're trying to do. I know it sounds like really simple, but sometimes it's that simple. Don't let them have the ball. Play your responsibility. There's all kinds of set plays. If you go back to, I know Andrew, you're a big Georgia fan, so I don't want to open a pretty fresh wound back at the Tennessee game, but Tennessee did a great job of surrounding their receiver and basically boxing out so he can go up uncontested for the ball. And there's all kinds of, plays like that to sort of set that up. I don't necessarily see that here today, but you want to see your defense execute.
That's right. Most importantly, just knock the ball down if you're in that situation. So looks like Jordan will break the huddle in a shotgun, twins to the left, twins to the right. Got a man in motion who's going to take the snap, and it looks like we're going to see a double reverse pass. He throws it to the quarterback, no time left on the clock, and we're going to tackle him at the 30-yard line, and the Cavaliers will win the game. 42-12 over the Jordan Red Jackets. So Callaway moves to 9-1 on the season, and we will see you next week. Callaway Cavaliers will take on Douglas Astros in the first round of the playoffs. So Callaway will be at home once again, Shane, to start the playoffs. So that's a good feeling too, because last year we put a couple hundred miles on the vehicle last year on those games. So I won't complain about being at home.
Yeah, those back-to-back South Georgia trips, they're no fun. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, if I ever get asked if I want to go to Savannah for any reason, I'm like, no, I'm good. I spent a lifetime in Savannah last year, so.
So Cavaliers on top tonight, 42-12. Let's send it back to the station. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. Like Andrew mentioned, home playoff game next week. We'll talk a little bit about that. And this is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Here's Perry Prather, head pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
All right, we have the flu shots in. We're going to start giving the flu shots out as of September 1 until we're through with the flu season. We have now the high dose in for 65 and older, and we're able to give flu shots to anyone 13 and older. And keep in mind, Coleman, that if any large group of people that has, 20 or more shots, if they want to give us a call, we'll be glad to set up a time to do the flu shots on site.
Locally owned. That's Holmes Pharmacy, Commerce Avenue on LaGrange and